And welcome everybody to the Games Tavern. Grab yourselves an ale, take a seat by the fire, as this evening we go ahead and regale you with the tales of dirty deeds. This is your first time here catching us on Twitch. We want to welcome you. Make sure you follow so you can keep up on everything we got going on here at the Games Tavern. And you can also catch everything we got going that we've done in the past on YouTube. Make sure you go ahead and subscribe over there so you can go back and catch up on everything that this fine group of adventurers in front of us has done in the past. Before we go ahead though and talk about the past and what's happened up to this point, we just got a few reminders to put out there for everyone. Chet, what you got for everyone?
Well, to start with, if you've got Amazon Prime, remember that you also get a free Amazon Prime gaming subscription. And so your Prime gaming subscription will get you, it supports everyone here at the show, and it will get you a sub-only emotes here on the channel and a subscriber-only channel over on the TGT Discord. So check it out. We do share a lot of live updates and stuff on the Discord. So you definitely want to be there if you're interested in keeping up with what's going on.
Yep. Also, a humongous thank you to Shard Tabletop for sponsoring our show. You can follow our link in chat and check them out for yourself. Shard Tabletop is the place to play your 5th edition games. You can access rules and adventures and other supplements. It also provides digital tools like character sheets and digital character builders. All the sheets are customizable, by the way, and all sorts of other tools you can use in games, like spell effect generators for your casters. We think so highly of it that we have made it the official VTT of the Games Tavern. So you can follow our link in chat and use our promo code TGTShard20 and save 20% on all subs.
20%?
Yep.
20%. Wow. Unbelievable.
I know.
In addition to that, tonight we are giving away a mystery dice set from our friends over at 1985 Games. Please type !epic once you see the notice in chat that the raffle is live. You must be a follower to enter, and you must be present in chat for the staff to contact you to win. That's really important, folks. Please be present in chat for the staff to contact you. We will continue to take entries until the end of stream when we pick a winner.
That's right. Make sure you stick around for that, but definitely stick around for the action, because last week our crew, having woke up in the morning, decided that it was a good day to go ahead and supply themselves for the foyer that they were going to be taking to the cogs here very soon. They decided to go ahead and hit the bazaar, the Dura Bazaar, where most of the shopping is done here in Sharn, especially when you're looking for stuff that's you don't really care where it came from. While most of our crew was shopping, a loud explosion was heard nearby down amongst some buildings. And the crew went to go and explore, see what was going on as the crowd was running away from something. Coming around the corner, they found fiery little magma elementals, mephits, seemed to have sprouted out from somewhere. As they began to fight these, they also ended up coming across a fire elemental. As they're fighting them, one of our party members got severely scorched and came within 1 point of their life, but they managed to fend off the attack from these elementals. But not all of our party was there for this confrontation, as the night before, having received a bunch of disturbing news over the previous day about, 1, her father having been murdered, 2, that she was the lone suspect of that murder, and 3, some rumor about her father not even being her real father. Ro decided that she was done talking and went back to her room. But as Echo went back up to the room a little later on, she discovered that Ro was not there, as Ro decided to vacate the hotel that they were, or the inn they were staying at, to go try to find answers on her own. Halceris, reaching out through his various divine means, tried to check with her to see if she was okay, and Ro basically said, "I'm fine, I need answers, leave me alone." Very, very much in the style of Ro, as best as I could anyway. But that's where we actually find ourselves this week. As Ro, slipping through the shadows and the alleyways of the city that she grew up in and that she knows oh so well, heading towards the archives in search of answers in the cover of darkness. Ro, as you work your way through the streets, you do see various patrols of Sharn Guard who all are just some doing their normal patrols. Others you can see are pointedly looking for someone. You get that eerie, suspicious feeling and the hairs on the back of your neck stand up as you're pretty sure they're looking for you. So the archives that you are looking for are located in Upper Central, where the inn that you all are staying at is in Lower Memphis. So crossing 4 different districts. I'm going to have you give me 2 separate stealth rolls.
Okay.
To see how well you're able to traverse to these archives.
Okay. That's 14 for the first one.
14, okay.
And a 14 for the second one.
Okay. That's some pretty good.
Mediocre.
That's some consistency. That's some good consistency. Is there anything you're gonna do to try to help improve your odds?
That's a great question. Dun, 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 this stinks. Do I have anything? No, because I haven't had a
You
rest.
haven't had a long rest, yeah.
No, so I have nothing. That's it.
Okay, because you did use, if I remember right, you did use all
I
your
used all
work
my
points.
lucky, yeah.
Yep, okay. So let me see.
No one ever said I was smart, okay? No shaking heads here.
Okay, so for your first half of your journey, about the first hour or so, traveling through to Lower Central, working your way up to Mid Central, you're able to move in and out of the alleyways undetected by even some of the normal passerby. As you start to approach the top, it's smooth sailing to the archives. As I just rolled 2 6s to try to see you. So you work your way up, and you are now, as you peer out of an alleyway, looking at what you know to be the main archives where all the records of anything that happens in Sharn are kept. Looking out, you do see one lone guard standing by the entrance. You see a small patrol of 3 guards, kind of a little ways down the road, heading in the opposite direction from you. You do see the alleyway going down either side of the archives as well. What do you wish to do?
Okay, so there's one guard like guarding the main entrance.
Yep.
And then there's a patrol going away from me in what direction?
To your right.
Not that it matters. Okay, so to my right. Okay. And is there a way for me to get to the left without crossing the path of the main dude?
So at this point, no. But go
Okay.
ahead and give me a perception check real quick.
That's an 8.
Okay. So with an 8, you're kind of looking out and you look, and just at this point in time, it's kind of early, like late night, early morning. It's about 2-3 o'clock in the morning. So there's not a lot of people out. Most people are in bed sleeping. This isn't an area that's well known for after hours partying or anything like that. So the streets are fairly quiet. And you do see the guard in the front. You see that he's leaning up against the wall near the door. But that's about all you can really catch. You look down to your left, you don't see another patrol coming or anything like that.
Mhm.
And as you look off to the right, you do see that one patrol turn a corner down another pathway.
Okay. Are there like rocks and things near me?
You find some loose rubble. So being in Upper Central, the streets are actually kept
Very
very
clean.
well clean.
Yeah. I'm just looking for something to chuck towards the left.
Okay. Yeah, no, you've got, yeah, I mean, you can find a few little
Yeah.
pebbles or
So I'm
whatever,
just
yeah.
gonna just chuck things to the left, and if he turns his head at all in that direction, I'm going to try and sneak towards the right.
Okay. Go ahead.
We only have the basics here, guys.
Yep. Go ahead. Give me a dexterity check.
Sure. I know how to do that. Oh my god, it's a 10!
Okay. So you reach down, you grab one of the little pebbles, and you throw it.
I'm going to jail.
It goes maybe 15 feet, and you hear it kind of bounce off the stone walkway. And looking over, the guard that's standing in front of the door makes no motion as if he heard it at all.
Okay, I am going to try and just slink to the right
Okay.
in my slinkiest slinky fashion.
So you're heading towards you're heading towards the alleyway going next to the archive?
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead, give me a stealth check again.
Fuck. I mean, bad words. That's a 9! Oh god,
hold
I'm
on,
going to jail. I'm
hold
going
on.
to jail.
You didn't with advantage.
Oh. I'm going to jail. I'm going to jail. 21!
Okay. So you are able to, as you look again just to make sure nobody else is coming, and you slink ever so quietly across the street. And as you approach the archive, or at the alleyway next to the archive, you hear coming from the guard,
Oh god.
as the
Fine.
guard seems to be sleeping on post in front of the door.
Love that for him. If I can find a window of some sorts, I'm gonna stop there and keep an eye out on both sides.
Okay. Yeah, so you go down this alleyway maybe 15, 20 feet, and there is a window, a little where the windowsill itself is a little raised from where you are. It probably comes to just about your chest level.
Okay. I'm gonna just like put my fingers against the glass and try the window.
The window doesn't budge.
Figured as much. Do I have anything useful other than stupid elder? Oh my god, can I use decay? Like, can I like age the like metal housing of the window or something?
So I'm going to tell you, there's only one way for you to find out.
Okay, yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna try it. So I'm gonna cast decay, and I am going to just try and like if I can see a locking mechanism, try and use it on the mechanism, or like on the glass itself. Like if I can, or no, not the glass itself, on the frame itself.
Okay.
So that if it warps, I can like grab the glass.
Okay, so you do see a locking mechanism on the door, but it's on the inside. And it's probably 9 feet up off the ground, so you would actually have to climb up onto the window to reach it.
Okay, yeah. So in that case, I'll do it on the like actual frame of the window.
Okay.
Because I feel like doing it on the glass is it can shatter. So.
Yep. So looking at this,
Or I can just turn it to dust if it decays enough. Okay. I'm gonna put one hand on the glass and one hand on the frame.
okay. So what are you focusing the spell on?
Good question.
I need you to make a decision.
Yeah, I know.
As you start to hear footsteps.
It's the frame.
Okay. So as you do that, you release this wonderful spell from Deep Magic, this wonderful cantrip where if it's not a creature and it's a non-magical object, it automatically takes max damage from this spell. And this is kind of an older building. It's maintained fairly well. However, some of the wood might be quite a bit older. And as you focus your energy on this, go ahead and give me an Arcana check.
So scared.
I know I'm making you make a lot of rolls today.
That's a 9.
Okay. So with the 9, you're sitting there, you're focusing on it, and you kind of close your eyes a little bit just to try to focus. And all of a sudden, the pane of glass is falling towards you. So I need you to give me either an athletics or acrobatics check.
Acrobatics
As this pane of as you open your eyes, you see the wooden frame has disintegrated, and the glass is just free falling.
Yeah, so I rolled a 22. I'm gonna try and catch it and gently just and like put it like gently catch it and try and move it inside the window so that it's not sitting outside.
Okay, so as you do that, you kind of fumble with it, and you almost like one of the people you see out on the street with the big signs, flipping them around. You do this with the glass for a moment as you almost drop it, but then you're able to just kind of place it there. And you said you're trying to put it back up into the frame?
No. I'm trying to like push it back through the window and just like gently put it down.
Okay. So so you're able to kind of do that, and you slowly work the piece of glass down to where you feel it hit. What you're guessing is the floor. And now the window is open.
I'm gonna peek over, see if I see anything.
Give me a perception check.
I've already taken the glass off the freaking window. If they're just watching me do it. That's a 21.
So you kind of you look and you peer in, and you see the main foyer of the archives, where people are usually coming in, and they're usually standing in queues trying to request whatever documentation it is they're looking for. You don't see a soul in sight.
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna haul my ass through the window.
Okay, easy enough. You pull yourself up, and knowing that the glass is there, you kind of slide it off to the side a little bit so you can get through, but you are now currently standing inside the main entrance of the archives. It's
yikes, okay.
eerily quiet in here. You don't hear the sound of any footsteps or talking. You've been here before a long time ago, and this place is usually bustling with activity. But this time of the day, doesn't seem to be a soul in sight.
Okay, do I know where the records are kept? I assume so if I've been here before.
So you do know that there is a main door going back through, almost like a vault door.
Got it.
That whenever anybody goes to pull an archive for somebody, this is where they go. You do, as you're looking around, you see a lot of tables just in this big open area.
Yeah.
Where normally the archives are brought out for people to.
Yeah. Okay.
Do here.
I'm gonna make my way to that door. Put my ear against it.
Okay, you go and you put your ear against it. Go ahead, give me a perception check.
That's a 6.
So you're listening, and you're sitting there listening for a moment, and you're not hearing anything.
Lovely. I'm gonna try the handle, just like gently.
Okay, you put your, and it's not budging.
All right. Is there a lock on the handle?
You do not see a lock.
Oh God, damn this place. Okay. Do I just start blasting? Is that what I do now? Not yet. Okay. Any other way around this door? Is there anything I see on the door at all?
So you kind of, as you look at the door, you do see certain arcane runes etched around the outside of the door. You're not quite sure what they say or what they mean, but the door itself is wooden. It's got the handle to open it, but you don't see any lock or anything. Normally, when you've been in here before during regular operating hours, the door is almost always open, and there's usually guards posted. But this door it's a large door. The door itself is probably about 8 feet wide and maybe 10 to 12 feet tall.
Can I cast Decay on the door? Because I'm a one-trick pony. I don't know what else to do.
Okay, absolutely.
So I'm gonna try I'll try the door itself.
Okay. So you put your hand on the door, and once again try to tap into the deep magic within you, and try to use decay on this door. I need you to go ahead and give me a dexterity saving throw, please.
I figured, but she ain't that smart, guys. That's a 15.
Okay. You sit there and you sense it just before it happens. You pull your hand back as an electrical surge just seems to zoom in right on where your hand was, and then spark.
Really tempted to Eldritch Blast this bitch. How do I know how loud an Eldritch Blast is? I would, right? I've been firing them willy-nilly.
Eldritch Blast, it's
It's a blast.
It makes some noise. I mean, like almost a kind of as you're firing bolts of arcane energy from your hands.
Look,
It doesn't make a
I-
lot of noise, but it's not like a
ain't thinking
fireball or anything.
straight. Hopefully the dude over there is still asleep. Yeah, I'm gonna.
Okay, so go ahead, give me. You got 2 Eldritch Blasts, right?
Yeah, in one attack. Yeah.
Yeah, so go ahead, give me 2 attack
rolls.
rolls.
Sure thing, boss. That's a 7 and a 19.
Okay, go ahead, give me 1 damage roll.
Wait. No, wait. There's I have a thingy. Invigorating something. Eldritch Invocation, Agonizing Blast.
Agonizing Blast, you get to add your
Add
charisma
my
modifier.
charisma, which isn't that great. I think that's 5 total.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yep, that's it.
Yep.
Okay. You see the bolt go out and it hits the door, and the door does not show any sign of impact from it.
Let me get in here. I am going to do something really stupid, maybe. I'm gonna walk to the front door and put my ear, the front door, put my
Okay.
ear against it and see if I can hear anything. I want to, and I'm gonna tell you
Ugh.
what I want to do as
Okay.
as a whole, and you can break it down wherever, okay?
Okay.
I want to open the door, haul that dude inside, and put my dagger to his throat.
Okay. So you reach out to open the door. It's locked.
It's from the inside. What? I'm on the inside.
Yeah, well, you didn't unlock the door.
Oh, okay, my bad. Okay, I want to unlock the door.
You don't have the key.
God damn it! I'm trapped in here.
I mean, you got the open
wait,
window.
I have these tools.
Yes, you do.
I have to pick the lock from the inside.
So this is one of those doors where it's not like what we're used to nowadays,
I
where
hate
there's
this
the
door.
deadbolt on the inside.
This
It's
door
not
is
like that.
stupid. Okay, I'm doing it.
Okay, go ahead and give me a lockpicking check.
That's an 8.
So because you're trying to pick the lock from the inside, you do not set off the trap.
I'm gonna. Okay. I'm gonna pray to all that is holy, and I'm gonna knock on the door.
Okay.
And same plan. Knock on the door. I want it to open. I want to just grab this dude.
You you hear the guard on the other side kind of come to. It's like, what?
Excuse me. I think I'm trapped. In
What?
her like nicest little voice, which she cringes inside just saying it.
Give me a performance check.
I'm so bad at this. 12. Okay.
Okay.
Above 10.
Wait, how did you get inside? Hold on a second.
I think I fell asleep and everyone closed the doors.
And you hear keys being jingled on a ring,
I make myself
then-
try and look small, put my hood on.
and then you hear a key go into the lock. You hear the lock get undone, and the door starts to open. And you see the guard that was just previously sleeping right outside the archive door.
I would like
Yes.
to drag him in, shut the door, and just.
Okay, go ahead and give me the grapple check. So athletics.
Oh, every time I always think about this later. That's a 10.
Okay, let's
Oh,
see.
he's a guard.
You got a 10. Guard got a 2.
Oh, nice.
You reach out, you grab him, and you yank him in.
Yeah.
What do you now? You have him grappled. What are you doing?
I'm putting my knife to his throat.
Okay, you put your knife to his. He goes and he's like, "What? What the hell? What do you want?"
So, I'm so sorry. I really just need your help. This is the only way I could think about doing it. Would you mind doing something for me? You don't really have a choice.
Help.
Shut up.
And you hear footsteps outside from what sounds to be maybe 2 or 3 guards
Does
just down the road.
this guy have the key?
Yes, he does.
Okay, I'm gonna lock it and then try and Eldritch Blast the lock on the door.
Okay.
Like, I just want to melt that thing.
So you close the. Oh, so we just got. Thank you, Warrior Streak, for the 1,000 bits, giving Ro inspiration. I think at this point she desperately needs it. As you,
Fine.
so you close the door, reach out and lock it real quick as you're holding this guy with the knife to him. And you're gonna Eldritch Blast the lock, you said.
Yeah.
Go ahead, give me 2 attack rolls.
I don't want, like, obviously, like, if there's any way that I can like, you know, like, pull my punch, basically, like, I just want to melt the thing, and I don't know if that's possible, but I'm trying it.
Right. So, okay, so a 12 and a 23. So here's the thing: Eldritch Blast does force damage.
Yeah.
It doesn't do any
It
kind of
doesn't.
heat, so it's not going to
doesn't
melt.
like blast. Yeah, that's fine.
But
I'm
you
just-
see both bolts slam into the lock,
Yeah.
and you hear something within the door break.
Okay.
But you're not sure what.
Hopefully that does something. Okay, and then I'm gonna try and start dragging this guy over to the vault.
Okay, go ahead. Give me another contested athletics check because he's trying to break away from your grip.
The best part about this is this guy probably can't even open the door, and I just realized that it's a 5. He's gonna break out.
He does. He breaks your grip and pulls out a short sword.
Fine. I charge up an Eldritch Blast. I'm still holding my dagger. I want it to be visible that I'm doing that.
Okay, well, as what I'm going to do is actually I'm going to have you roll for initiative
Sure.
because this guy is about to.
That's a 7. I hate my life.
Okay, so he got a 13.
Sure he did.
So
Sorry.
as you're sitting here one-on-one with this guard who's still a little. Oh, actually, you know what? Matter of fact, hold on. Okay, no, it's still a 13.
A little groggy.
Yeah, he's a little groggy from just waking up from his midnight nap. He comes in towards you with his short sword. Stand down while I call the gods. And then he just kind of stands there waiting for you to react.
So I power up an Eldritch Blast. I'm not gonna fire. I just want to like hold. I just want him to see that I can do it. I mean, he's already
Okay.
seen me do it, but whatever. I'm holding
Yeah.
it anyway. Look. I just need to find something, and I'll be out of your hair, and you won't be hurt at all.
I need you to give me a wisdom saving throw, please.
21, nat 20, nat 20.
Okay, so as you say this and you're holding the Eldritch Blast in your hand, your arm is just burning and you hear that voice in the back of your head. Do it. But you're able to shake it off. So what is it you want?
Information on a case. It's not gonna hurt. It's not gonna hurt anyone. I'm not here to hurt anyone.
And she's looking at you, she's like, what case?
What's my dad's? Elaine Devereaux.
And he stops and just kind of looks at you. Does he recognize you?
My hood's still up. I just want you to know that my hood is still up.
Okay, yep, nope. That case is done with us.
So
Over
it's not
2
gonna
years
hurt
old.
anyone. So it's not gonna hurt anyone if I see it.
Go ahead, give me a persuasion roll.
Ah, please. That's a 13. Ah!
And he looks at you. And you see he kind of goes a little more relaxed. What's your interest?
I think something was overlooked. And no one's letting me look.
Who are you?
I'm a friend of the family's.
Give me deception.
Because I ain't a friend of the family, look for sure. That's a 14.
I'm not supposed to let anyone into the archives until
Who
they're
am I?
open. Come back tomorrow.
I'm not gonna. They're not gonna give it to me. I'm telling you, there's something wrong here.
Why would they not let you see the archives as public records? Just come back tomorrow Make a request.
I don't even need to take it with me. No one has to know. I just need to see it.
This is not regular.
You're telling me.
He kind of,
I can pay you.
I'm listening.
Look, all I'm asking is that you let me in, take me to the archive. I'll give you 50 gold.
You see his eyes kind of widen a little bit. Make it 100.
I'll make it 75 and I'll give you 20 right now.
You don't have the gold on you, do you?
Yes, I do. I like jingle it. I do have it on me.
Then why not give it all to me now?
Because who's gonna excuse me? Leave me over there and I'll hand it to you.
All right, I'm gonna have you make one more persuasion roll.
This guy's annoying.
So I'm gonna remind you, you have inspiration.
I know, but I'm saving it just in case because I'm gonna need to get out of here later. That's a 15.
Okay. With a 15, he puts the sword back into its sheath. Reaches his hand out to you.
I keep the Eldritch Blast hand up and I reach into my pocket and or into my bag and I just pull out like a hand. I don't even count, just like a handful, and I just drop it in his hand. Tell me how much I handed him.
He looks. He starts counting.
He tells me it's 19 or something. I'm gonna Eldritch Blast this guy. Jerk.
So I rolled for this.
Uh-huh. And what did you get? A 19? Phil, I'm gonna kill you.
17.
I'm gonna pick 4 out.
You see him kind of take it, stuff it into a little pouch on his side.
All right, can we go?
Follow me.
God.
And he heads over towards the door.
Yeah.
But instead of going straight to the door that leads back into the actual archives, he goes to a small little box that's inset in the wall, probably about 10 feet to the right of the door. Pulls out his ring of keys, finds a smaller little key, and opens up a small little box. And as he opens it up, you see inside a small, almost donut looking like disc. And he pulls that out and then walks over towards the archive door and just places it right on the door in the center. And you see the door just glow blue real faintly, real quick. And then the door slowly opens up. So which record are you looking for again?
The record of the final investigation when they spoke to a spirit.
You see him, he kind of goes over to a small little shelf, pulls a book out, starts flipping through. All right, you're gonna go want to find row 12, shelf 3.
I am not gonna. You're coming with me, bud.
I'm letting you into the archives.
I know, but it'll be faster if you help me find it. Hey.
Fine.
Get off. So, off the bed. Get off the bed.
As real life jumps into the way.
My bad, guys.
There's Ro yelling at the guard. No, get in there.
No,
Get in there.
So he slowly works his way over and walks in. So you following him back in, following him in right behind him?
Yeah.
All right. So as you walk in, you look and you just see shelves upon shelves upon shelves. It's almost like a giant library where you just probably maybe 150, 200 rows. Each shelf probably going maybe 12 to 15 stacks high. Large ladders kind of slide back and forth along them all. On each one you see all looking very similar, binded books that you know are all holding all the records. And hey, welcome to our raiders there. Well, welcome, Sky MC Sparkle. Thank you. For awesome. Good to have you here. As you're just jumping in right now, Ro is by herself trying to break into the archives, has basically kidnapped a guard, is holding them hostage, and she's in there looking for the records about her father's murder. So welcome. But as you go in, you look, and what he just told you instantly to you now makes no sense, because there's not easily identifiable rows or shells.
That's why I brought the librarian guard with me. I don't know where I am.
Yep. The guard's just like, look, I don't know how we're gonna find it in here.
Okay. Okay, I'm gonna start on this row. You're gonna start on that row. If you find it first, you get an extra 10 gold.
So give me a perception check real quick.
God. Using my inspiration.
Okay. Okay.
Oh my God, it stopped. It's a 10.
All right. So with a 10,
With a 10, your eyes are closed and you're blindfolded.
No, 10 isn't necessarily a failure. You just maybe not get as much information as you would have. That's all. As you kind of look around, you're trying to figure out where to even start in this massive place. And just being in this room, it looks so much larger than what the actual archive building is. But as you're looking around, you see 4 little pedestals just kind of sitting around. Each of them looks like they may serve some purpose, but you're not quite sure what.
Why did I kidnap the dummy?
You kidnapped a guard. He doesn't work at the archives.
He's the only one around. Okay, there were pedestals. I don't know what they do. There are lots of rows. Nothing is organized in a way that I can understand. What did he say? Row 12, section 3 or something?
So he said row 12, section 3.
Okay.
But as you're looking, all these, like I said, there's like 150 different rows. They're not numbered at all.
Okay. Okay. All right. So I'm just gonna briefly see if I have anything useful, but of course I don't.
What are you doing?
I am. Oh my God, I can't believe I'm doing this. So yeah, no. All right, I'm gonna start 12 from this end. You start 12 from that end. If you find it first, you get 10 more gold. Make it 85.
Okay. And he starts heading off in the direction you pointed him to.
Great. And I go 12 from this end.
Okay. So you go and it takes you a good 5-10 minutes just to walk to the far end.
This is the worst kidnapping ever.
And you count 12.
Yeah.
And as you find the 12th row, what do you do?
I go in there and I look for like literally anything about these books. Like I like, if there's nothing on the binding, then I will open one up and look for a date and like see if it's organized based on that.
Okay, so as you look and you see the bindings of the books on here, you see marriage certificate, and then you see 2 names. And each book that you see on the shelves that you can see from your vantage point all say marriage certificate, and they have 2 names and then they have a date.
Okay, that's not helpful. Okay, so I am going to straight up, like, just skip a few rows and see if I can find like another section. I have never been good at this. I just go to the YA section in a library and that's it.
Okay, so you move a couple sections down and you find, now you just look at the spines of these books, birth certificates,
Now look
and
at my hand.
a
and
name
just-
and a date.
Look at my hand. If you know so much and have so much power, if you could help me out right now, that'd be really great.
You feel the magic in your aberrant mark just kind of start to burn just a little bit. And you feel not a physical pull, but you feel yourself being pulled back towards those pedestals.
Okay, I'll take that hint. Go back towards the pedestals. Do I see any markings on them or anything?
So you do. You see that they are laced or lined with arcane runes.
Okay,
What?
and you said there's 4 of them?
Yep, there's 4 of them. Go ahead and give me an Arcana check real quick.
Oh, God. Why did I make a dumbass fighter? 19.
Okay. So with the 19,
So sweaty.
you're not that versed in magic. Magic is still fairly new to you. As you know, only having gathered it from this this mark that you had and your little agreement with this hooded figure. But you're looking at these runes and they're almost popping out and speaking to you as some form of conjuration magic.
All right, I'm gonna pick the 3rd one and put my hand on it.
So as you put your hand on it, you feel almost an instant connection with the entire archive. Like you can almost feel, just it's almost sense in your head every single binder and book and paper within this entire archive. Go ahead, give me a wisdom saving throw, please.
12.
Okay, just barely. You're able to it starts to really overwhelm your head. Just the sheer amount of stuff that's in this place. But you're able to kind of shake it off and start to focus a little bit more.
Okay.
What is it you are looking for?
I'm looking for the investigation records for the murder of Elaine Devereaux.
As you focus your mind on that, you feel your mind kind of goes out to this entire archive and it almost zooms in onto one book, but it's not showing you the location of it.
Okay.
You see the book in your mind slide out and then float up in the air and start heading, and you feel it heading towards you.
Okay.
As you're sitting there with your hand still on, is focused on this record, a moment goes by and you kind of open your eyes and there's a book or a binder sitting there on the pedestal in front of you.
Okay. I'm going to the guard is like somewhere in the rows.
You do not see the guard.
That's fine. Okay. I'm going to take this book, like shove it like in my shirt, into my belt. I'm going to take out just like maybe 20 more gold, just drop it on the floor, run back out towards the window.
Okay. As you start to head back, the door to the archives is closed.
I knew this was gonna happen. Are there windows or anything? Of course not. It's a vault.
You don't see any.
All right. I am going to Eldritch Blast. Actually, I am going to use a Thunderous Charge and hit the door.
Okay, Thunderous Charge. Another spell from Deep Magic. Okay. Let's see. With a Thunderous Battle Cry, you
I
move
have
up
to
to
make
10
a
feet
melee.
in the straight line, make a melee weapon attack. Okay. If it hits, you can choose either +5 bonus to attack.
That's a
Or shove.
15.
Okay.
I'm
So that succeeds.
gonna try and shove it 10 feet. I know it's a door, but
Okay.
trying to shove it open, basically.
So this is what I'm going to do because you're still new to magic.
Yeah.
And this, I'm going to have you give me 2 rolls.
Okay.
First one's going to be Arcana
Okay.
to see how well this helps you.
Uh-huh.
And then it's going to be Athletics.
Okay. To get the heck out of the way.
No, to get through this door.
Okay, fine. Okay, Arcana. It's a 3. Sure. Great. Wonderful.
Okay.
Athletics is a 6. Great. I suck.
Okay. So you cast a spell as you're moving towards the door.
Before you say that, anyone want to give me another inspiration out there? Now would be a really great time, friends.
So you throw yourself into this door, and your shoulder just slams hard into it, and it
And
doesn't
nothing.
budge.
If I die here, this is the end. And I'm gonna Eldritch Blast the door.
Okay, give me 2 attack rolls.
Who did you say that to?
My hand. That's a 15.
Okay.
The other one did not. And that's a 7.
Okay. So you hit the door, and now that you're on the inside of the archive hitting this door, you see the door actually does seem to take a little bit of hit from your Eldritch Blast.
Okay.
As if the protection from it was on the other side.
Outside. Okay.
I mean, most places like this aren't designed to keep people in.
In.
They're designed to keep people out.
Okay. If I can see it having an effect, I'm going to cast Decay.
Okay. So you put your hands on the door and you cast Decay. Doesn't seem to have any effect.
God damn it. All right. Going back to my freaking Eldritch Blast.
Okay, so
Hate this stupid door.
I'm gonna say it takes you probably about 5-10 minutes
Yeah.
of just Eldritch blasting this door until you finally, you don't even need to make any rolls.
Okay. I just panicked and clicked.
Yeah, no, you're good. So after about, we're gonna say 10 minutes of you just, and you're feeling the surge of power coming from your thing, and almost as if some force is helping you with this.
Yeah.
Eventually the door kind of creaks open.
Okay. What's waiting for me?
It just creaks open just a little bit. So you have
Okay.
about an inch gap right now.
Do I see a row of guards out there through the inch?
You don't at the moment.
Okay, I'm gonna shove the door open and run for the window and jump out.
Okay. As you shove the door open, you see what looks to be 12 guards coming in the front door.
I'm running. I'm fucking running.
Okay. So they lunge after you trying to grab you.
Yep.
I need you can do either athletics or acrobatics to avoid getting grabbed.
It'd be really funny if I picked athletics right now, but I'm not going to. That's a 24.
You are able to dive, do a barrel roll, get up, run a little bit more, dive past another one, and you get to the window and you jump out the window.
I am running.
So what I'm also going to have you do, though,
Yeah.
is I'm going to have you give me a stealth roll
Yeah.
at disadvantage because you are running, but this is to see if you're able to hide your face enough
Yep.
so they don't see you.
19.
Disadvantage.
Oh, frick. Okay. 19!
Okay. You're pretty sure nobody saw your face.
Oh my God. Okay.
As you dive out the window, you hear a couple other guards clambering out the window after you, and you hear other ones coming around to the alleyway, and you take off running away from the guards.
The second I can get at all, out of sight or anywhere there's people at all, I'm gonna start ducking into alleyways, just trying to get them off my trail and make it back down to Lower Memphis.
Okay, first give me an athletics check
Sure.
to see how quickly you can get away from them.
Nat 20.
Okay. So you are able to run enough to where you can start turning down alleyways to where they no longer have visible sight of you. However, as you're doing this, you still hear more and more and more guards starting to show up on the streets.
Okay. I'm gonna do some. Oh God, I don't know how stupid I should be right now. I'm gonna, instead of going to Lower Memphis, I don't want to lead them to where everyone is just in case. I'm running to Lower Dura.
Okay. So as you approach one of the lifts that kind of brings you down in Central, you notice all the lifts in Central are being guarded.
If I on my way, on my run, if I happen to catch a glimpse of a young family or parents, young,
Yep.
nice looking people, I'm going to try and run over and just be like, I'm so sorry. I think there's a man chasing me. Do you mind if I walk with you for a minute?
Okay, so I'm going to remind you.
Yeah.
It's about 3:00 in the morning.
I know, but if
There's nobody out. There's no families out.
Not a lot of families out on a walk
I
at
forgot
3
it was
a.m.
3 a.m. All right.
Yep.
If there's any drunk frat boys.
Well, so this is what I'm going to say. So you, especially with your athletics roll, you have been able to kind of stay ahead of these guards for the next few hours.
Okay, I'll take that.
Yep. So, and as you're kind of avoiding these patrols, you notice that they're almost starting to give up, but they're still being very heavy in the area. And so you deduce, especially because you grew up here, the streets. You make your way over to Menthless Plateau.
Okay.
And you notice that the lifts here are not as guarded. And so you work your way down the middle and you decide to cut over to Dura because it's going to be easy. You're just trying to lead these guards on a chase and get away.
Yeah.
A few more hours go by of you just dodging the guards and they start to dwindle until you're near the bazaar.
Yeah.
Early morning, a lot of the merchants have opened. They've started their business. And all of a sudden, off in the distance, you hear a large explosion. And then you hear the crowd screaming and people frantically running. And so you kind of thinking, oh, it's a crowd. I can hide. Great. And you work your way over towards where all these people were running from. And as you come around a corner, you look over and you see Echo badly burnt. And everybody looking as if they had just finished a very rough fight with some elementals.
I'm definitely gonna, like cartoon skid to a halt in front of them and be like, guys, I did a stupid.
All right. Welcome back, guys.
What a adventure. Oh my.
Wow.
Practically a video game character at this point.
All the sweat on my neck. Just
Like, are you funny?
first order of business of Alceris, who still looks like a cool dragon monster.
Yes. Yes. Yep.
I cast a second level Cure Wounds into Echo,
Okay.
just to bring her back up. We didn't have a chance to do that
No,
last.
we did not do that last week because we did run a little bit over last week. So
Yes, we did.
Yep.
Actually, I'll pump a third because she's nigh unto death. So
yeah,
let's get some good healing up in here.
yeah. No,
My-
Echo.
the
Echo's
daughter
gonna-
that didn't run away.
Hey!
I mean, you would think a fire elemental and some mephits wouldn't be a challenge for this group, but
That's
I don't know what you're talking about.
How many is it?
22.
22. As you're doing this, because I'm assuming Rose says something in the background, right? Is that what you're
yeah,
saying?
yeah. You hear Rose.
I was like, is it? Did you hear Ro? Or am I just hearing things?
No, it might have just been in your head, Rose saying, "Help, I made a mistake."
She never makes mistakes.
I didn't say help.
Ro, you're here.
Yeah, I'm like leaning over Echo upside down, like, hi. I've got like
Echo.
crazy eyes, like
Hi.
my hair is everywhere.
Inside check on rope.
How you
I've been like hiding in dumpsters on and off all night. Like,
Oh, you smell.
Actually, speaking of which, Ro, give me a Constitution saving throw, please.
for my exhaustion,
Yeah.
Also, House
Yeah, I
Rose,
was
you said
waiting.
22.
I did.
Thank
Yep.
you.
a check, a saving throw. What do you want? A check?
Save. No, Constitution saving throw.
Okay.
Echo, how you feeling over
19.
there?
Okay, you're fine.
For,
I could be better, but
Okay.
not
okay,
as bad as I was before.
I say, just hold out your hands. Do this. And 10 good berries.
Oh,
That's-
If
Each
you
one-
eat them
each
all.
one- Each one is worth one. Each one is worth one.
Uh-oh. Isn't that a thing about eating all of them? Like
No.
one's enough to feed a person?
Yeah, so one good berry restores 1 hit point, but it's also enough nourishment for you for the entire day.
It's a magical nourishment. It doesn't
Yeah,
negatively
right.
affect you if you
Yeah,
eat
no.
more than that.
There's no
No.
negative effect for eating all 10.
I definitely just.
Violet Beauregard that.
I was like, I'll take whatever I can get.
Yeah, Echo starts to turn purple and blow up like a. No, just kidding.
I'm floating away.
Are you feeling good enough, or do you need more?
It's you said 1 hit point.
So it's
1 hit
if
point
you-
per berry.
per berry, so it's 10 hit
10.
points total.
Um, does anyone else need them? I mean, I could always go for more, but if anyone else needs them, we should give it to them.
I just do it again. Poof, 10 more.
So Ro,
Mhm.
as you see this exchange going on, you look down near the corner of the building and you see a giant dire wolf slowly walking towards the group.
Guys.
Oh, yeah. Hi. No, that's Wolf.
Yes, it's a
Should
wolf.
we give him a name?
Yeah. He's a friend of ours. He was a furry ball. But now he's our friend.
Hi, wolf.
Bro, is this stupid that you have done? Oh, no, I'm still monster. Is this stupid that you have done something
Are you-
we should? What was it?
Halceris, are you able to drop that, like, or is that like a thing that you have to do the rest of the day? Like,
No, it lasts for another 30 seconds, but it's kind of cool, yes?
Can we get out of here?
Yes, is this something we should get off the streets for?
Maybe
hold
just
on
me.
1 second, and I'm gonna put out the extra fires that I see around
Okay. Yep.
the market.
Yeah, and that was one thing you did do at the end was you started putting out
Yeah. I'm just
like the building.
I'm
I'm
looking for other fires that we did that I put out the one we caused. I'm
Yeah.
checking for other fires we did. We didn't.
So you do see a few because these mephits were when they were popping, the magma was getting on stuff and started little fires here and there. The fire
Don't stop,
elemental
the
don't
fun
care.
don't stop.
Oh my goodness.
I do need Halceris and Steel though to go ahead and give me Arcana checks.
My
This is
magic
what I
thing
do.
doesn't do anything for this, right? No.
It's
Let me double check
19.
I'm so
19.
mad at that guard.
I have true sight. Does that help at all in this situation?
No.
Not blind sight, true sight. Okay. Arcana.
Yep.
4. No.
Okay. So in your heightened state right now, you're not really focused on it. But Steel, at this point you feel that same feeling you had when you felt the manifest zone, but it kind of slowly fades. Somewhere nearby, as if part of it just opened up and let these things through.
Does it feel a bit like, kind of like what? Because I've done some summoning before, so does it feel kind of like what it happens when you open, like on a much smaller scale, you kind of open that gate to summon the thing?
So
Like-
right, so it doesn't feel like this was a spell that was cast by somebody. It almost feels more like the manifest. So manifest zones just occur naturally.
Right. But
it's not.
It feels like there was a swell and then a
Yeah.
drop down.
Yep.
Okay.
Very well. I'll drop my form.
Okay.
So Halceris, I think whatever's going on in the manifest zone is like pushing things out periodically. So we might want to look into that sooner rather than later, but I don't know what you oh hey, yeah, we need to also attune to our new rings. I wonder if that guy's still back there. Can we go see if the merchant's still at his stall?
So he is, however, most of his gear is not.
I asked him, so that other special bag, you got that still around somewhere?
No. And he kind of looks off at the crowd running away. In the confusion, somebody snagged it.
All right.
Damn, I should
Well,
have thought of that.
It came in handy today. You did a good service to your
Oh,
city.
and he looks and he sees the dire wolf near you because the dire wolf is sticking with you.
Yeah. I tossed him a treat. Good boy.
I mean, this thing's a large.
Oh yeah.
Bro, is this something we need to? Are you on the run? Did you do? What did you do? Is this something we need to be not in?
Crazy
vision?
eyes. I'm not sure, but they've been chasing me all night.
Who's been chasing you all night?
Guards. The guards have been chasing me all night.
Who had money on the guards? I said guards. I said
Did they-
I said
I gave him some of my money, and then he I think he betrayed me.
yes. You don't say.
Happens a lot.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, that's usually what happens.
Bro, you see a small group of probably
Guards,
7
guards.
to 8 guards heading in your general direction.
Guards, 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 guards. Don't know what to do. Help.
Almost like this whole thing could have been avoided if you just told
Yeah.
us.
Okay.
Okay.
Maybe do that
Is-
later.
Are there
Later.
any open buildings that we could duck into?
Yeah, you can see a couple doors for like merchant shops and stuff like that.
Okay, I duck into one and I'm hoping that it's empty.
So you duck into it and you don't see anybody at first, but you hear some whimpering coming from behind the counter as you just kind of plunged into a bakery.
Oh, wonderful! I needed some breakfast. Okay, first, and I'm going to cast invisibility on Ro.
Okay,
Oh, thank God.
you cast him and Ro, you disappear. You all are the rest of you joining them inside this little bakery?
I will hang to the outside just to be like, hear what they're gonna say, because
Okay.
we don't. Ro wasn't with us at all when we fought these things, so this might just be about the elementals.
Right.
So
Okay.
I'm just gonna hang on the outside.
Yeah, I agree with House Stairs. I thought about bakery, but I was like, you know what? That's a good idea.
Okay.
So I'm gonna just stick around.
Echo.
I'm just gonna eat the bakery food.
Okay, so you're gonna go. You're gonna go into the bakery with them. Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna after Ro goes invisible. I'm gonna say, so, you guys make bagels here?
And you just hear what? And then you see a small little head pop up. Looks to be maybe a 16-year-old boy. Just
24/7.
no. This is early morning.
It's 3 a.m. right?
Well, no. So
No.
it was 3 a.m. for Ro when she was leaving this thing. For you guys, it's about 8:30 in the morning.
She's been running for hours.
She's been running
for
from the guards
5
for
hours.
Yes.
Wow.
In
Crazy
dumpsters.
eyes.
Yep. So they're. I mean, bakeries usually have to open before everybody else because you got to make the bread and you
Time
gotta
to make the
dough.
donuts.
Reach it.
Yeah, exactly. Time to make the donuts. So they've been at it. I mean, this place smells like fresh bread, and with all
does
the
this-
screaming and the noise, they were scared. But this kid comes over. You see flour like caked on the side of his face. He's like, "Is the danger gone?"
Yeah, we killed it.
Oh, okay.
Actually.
And he kind of pops up, sees that you. Wow. Okay. Cool. Yeah. So what it'll be?
Bagels.
And you-
You got
yeah.
bagels?
Yeah, and you guys do a little bit. He's able to give you some
Uh,
bagels and
You
pastries and
have
stuff
cake.
like that
I
later.
mean, bagels.
Two dozen breakfast bagels and some donut combo. Let's just do it.
Okay, yeah, let me get that together for you.
I
Um,
drop him a couple gold pieces because he looks
Okay.
like he's working under dire circumstances.
Yeah. Well, then you hear what sounds like 3 or 4 people in the back with the ovens, and you're just like, hey, what's going on out there? Oh, nothing. It's fine. The trouble's gone. Customers are here. I need there's a couple dozen bagels and
It's a real bakery. There's a whole lot of swearing.
yeah.
Yeah.
So now, how Saris and Tavern, you guys stayed outside, and you see this this patrol of 7 to 8 guards comes jogging over to you and goes right by, and heads down the alleyways towards where you fought these creatures. And they seem to now they're looking around, trying to see what's going on, trying to find out what caused this ruckus, and they start talking to different people there in the area. And you see a couple of them point in your direction.
I'll approach.
One of the guards kind of comes over and just, "Hell, friend, what seems to be the problem back here?"
I could not exactly tell you how it happened, but there appeared to be several elemental creatures spread here across the city. They have burst into flame, some of them, and lit some of these on fire. We tried to put them out as best we could, but it might be time to call in more adequate help.
Yeah, no, they're on their way. So you two took care of this?
We had some help from some of our associates that were injured in the fight.
Well, definitely appreciate your help in this. Was anybody injured?
Yes, we sustained injuries. One of us more severe. She managed to fight the fire elemental by herself.
There's a fire elemental.
Yes, appeared to be ringleader.
Huh. Well, if and you see him kind of pull out a scroll and start jotting some stuff down. Well, if your associate needs some healing, the healing houses of House Drasco will definitely be more than happy. You can take this writ to them, and if you work your way up to the bank, Kundarak Bank up in Upper Central, there'll be a small stipend for services to the city for you and your friends. And he hands the scroll over to you.
I take it, but I do that thing, that humble brag thing of like, oh no, it is our civic duty to assist in these sorts of matters. And I tug it.
Well, while that might be all well and good, you're not affiliated with the city, I don't think. I would know if you were. So please, turn it in, don't turn it in, it's up to you.
Thank you
Just a
for your kindness. Take the scroll. You can put that to good use.
If you insist, then I take
Come
it.
on.
Okay.
But I'm sorry, I did not catch your name.
Lieutenant Cecil.
Thank you very much, Lieutenant.
Thank you. We're gonna try to finish up here where you all left off. Appreciate the help.
Of course.
They were lucky to have you here today.
Yeah, you are.
Just helping where we can.
You see, he kind of eyes you when you say that, Tyrion.
I wink at him.
Right. And he turns around and heads back towards the other guards, and they head off. You see them starting to look at the different areas that are burnt, and they look up at the roof. You see them look up at the roof where you were, Taryn, just kind of scratching their head, trying to figure out how that part of the roof caught on fire, where all the other fires were more at ground level.
You got explorative. What can I say?
I will make. Look at Terrence like, you had to don't antagonize them. They're leaving. Let them be.
It's my job. I don't know. I have to play
Oh,
foil.
When we have someone on run, it's not good time to question and antagonize.
You see, I guess, but if you act like something is wrong, then they assume something is wrong.
Exactly. Why act like anything's wrong? Just let them pass.
I'll remember that next time.
I say, hey, Ro, just follow behind me. Try not to bump anybody. We'll get you back safe. And I step out and I have 2 giant boxes of breakfast baked goods.
Yep.
I
So
toss,
you got
I
some
toss
cheese
a bagel.
danishes, some bagels.
I toss a bagel to the wolf.
He kind of
Here, guys.
he basically swallows it in one bite, but
I go over. Oh, look at Crawler. Yum.
Yeah.
Should
right.
we adjourn to less occupied company? Back to the double barrel.
That sounds nice.
So
Yeah,
fucking-
yeah.
What the hell? I didn't see you go invisible.
yeah. Okay,
we lost her again.
she ran away again.
Teenagers.
So invisibility lasts for 1 hour, right?
Correct. Yeah.
Okay. So you start making your way back down to the double barrel, which is located in Lower Memphis. Probably about 10 to 15 minutes before you arrive at the double barrel, the invisibility wears off, unless you wish to recast it.
I'm just gonna track where we're at, and then I will duck us into an alleyway before it falls off,
Okay.
and then we'll just emerge with Ro hidden by
Okay.
with multiple robes and such.
Okay. All right. So you're able to do that and work your way back to the double barrel. You go in and the barkeep there recognizes you, kind of puts a hand up in recognition. Hey, y'all came back awfully quick. I thought y'all gonna be gone for the day.
We got into a bit of a scrape, and then we found this great bakery, so we grabbed some stuff to bring back. You want to try some?
Got my own stuff in the
smells-
back. I
I was
really
gonna say,
don't
is this a
appre-
no,
It smells.
no outside
it
food and
smells-
drink?
I really
It
don't
smells
appreciate you
good.
bringing other people's food into my inn.
I didn't think you had bagels on the menu.
Not normally, but we can make them upon request.
Come on,
well-
they're good. They smell good. You know what they do.
I'll
Wait,
approach the counter. Oh,
Where'd you get those from?
The market.
Oh, I
Cornelius's Bakery. It had on the banner.
Oh, Cornel. Oh, I haven't made it up to Middle Dura in a while. It does
Come
smell
on, come on, indulge just a little bit. It's fine.
good. You see him just kind of look around. Comes over, looks at what you got, scoops up a pastry and runs back to the back.
Is he eating it in secrecy?
Yeah, he doesn't want to be caught eating somebody else's food in the.
I will look at
Anybody in the
Steel.
service industry knows that's not how it works out. We're always eating other people's food in the back.
Yeah,
Right.
but that's real world us now, not in the city of Sharn where competition is big.
I will ask Steel, do we need to rent another room for our companion? Look at the wolf that I imagine is standing outside because it's just enormous.
Yeah.
What if he just hung out in our room?
Okay, we should probably okay it with management.
Why don't we have him stand guard for a bit? He's pretty. I think he'll be comfortable there.
Well, if he goes sleep.
He's not. He just got here. Not to mention the fact that he's not actually a wolf. He's more like an image of a wolf. It's anyway.
Well, he can be touched, right? Or is it like
Yeah, no, he's got
Yeah.
a physical form.
He's fully physical, but
touches
then
my
like,
hand goes through? Ah!
No.
but like if he goes to 0 hit points, he just vanishes. So when he dies, he just poof, and then he comes back later when I throw another poof ball.
Okay. I probably should let the front deskman know so he's not alarmed by a large wolf in front of door.
Oh,
Okay,
so
I'll do that.
you have an animal you need to put up?
No, he's fine just hanging out outside.
What kind of animal you got?
You want to meet him?
And we got a stable around the side for horses.
I don't think you want him with your horses.
You see him kind of approach the door. So eyes go wide, like what the?
It's
What
just
the
a
hell?
wolf. It's just a wolf. It's all good.
He's not gonna eat my customers, is he?
No, he's a friend. Honestly, watch this. Hey, wolf. He's good people. Watch out for everybody here. Anybody does anything menacing to this place, just bite their leg off.
And you see the direwolf kind of do that little spin, walking around that most dogs do, and then it curls up right outside the door. Still allowing room for people to come in and out of the door. But
You've never had. There's never been a safer inn in town now.
Fair enough.
And welcome, Chaotic Conclave. Thank you for the raid. Welcome. Our group just barely managed to. They just got done with a fight with a bunch of elementals, and another one of our party members broke into an archive and stole some records, and now they're about to look into that and see what's going on. I think.
Are they?
Maybe a little bit of inter-party drama as somebody disappeared last night.
No note.
But the
I did it last week.
So the barkeep looks at the dire wolves like, as long as he doesn't hurt anyone. You all want your room back? It'll be
Yes,
a gold
please.
for the day.
Yeah.
I will give him 2. And the second gold is for all the meat scraps you have for our furry companion outside.
I think I can scrounge something together for him. And you see, he takes 1 gold and kind of slides it into a pocket.
Mm-hmm. Take nothing less.
Yep. And so he kind of points you to the room that you all have been using as your own kind of private discussion room.
As we get to the door, I'll look back at him and flick him 1 more gold coin and say, discretion, as always.
And
Of
oatmeal
course.
stout.
Stout. Okay. Regular drinks for everyone. Food.
I am fine with the crawler, but perhaps an ale.
Okay. Some ale. And young lady, you want some milk, right?
Yes, please.
Okay. Yep. You're one of the few patrons we got down here that asked for milk, so I don't think I'm ever gonna forget that one.
I'll sidle up to Halceris and just like tug his sleeve and be like, "Can you get me an ale?"
You're visible. You're fine.
Oh, I'm visible.
Yeah,
I forgot I was visible.
you're visible.
She's still doing it
At that
anyways.
point, I'm like slumped somewhere, like on the floor. Can I have an ale?
Yeah. Okay. That's another ale.
Maybe 2.
Ales all around.
All right. We'll bring some ale. We'll bring some breakfast.
I pause.
Whatever we got left.
I
Anyway.
pause, look at
I
Olana.
got breakfast covered. We're good.
Okay.
Yeah, I pause, look at Olana. I'm like,
Ales all around.
All right. Midday drinking. You gotta love it. All right.
Like mid-morning drink.
I was about to say, it's definitely.
So-
10 a.m.
From Middle Dura to Lower Memphis would have taken you over an hour to travel.
Okay.
So it's
Like
getting close
11
to
a.m.
lunch.
drinking.
So it's about 10, 11-ish. Yeah.
It's like
Brunch
last
it
night
is.
to me, so
Yeah. So it's brunch. There you go. Yeah.
Brunch.
Absolutely.
mimosas.
You know, mimosas instead.
Put some orange juice in my ale. Thank you.
Ugh,
Ew.
that sounds bad.
Don't knock it till you try it.
All right. And
It's
you
all
all
fine.
I'm
sit
definitely gonna
down
knock it.
to discuss what has transpired.
Hey, Ro.
I'm like still kind of just like, "Hi."
So, how was your time away?
Oh, I got something. Oh, my bad. And I like reach in. I'm like digging around, and I like finally find the book, and I'm like, "Whoa."
All right. You pull out this small little binder that's got a bunch of leaflets inside of it. And you all see on the side Elaine Devereaux, murder.
Who's Elaine Devereaux?
My dad. Can I put this on the table? Long story short, I broke into a public record and stole this after kidnapping a guard. It didn't work, if that makes it better.
Is this the same person you paid to then help you?
Yes.
And then they betrayed you?
I just really thought he'd want more money than he got, so
That was
my bad.
that was like a lot of turnaround in a very short time. it
I
sounds.
also, and this part I feel really stupid about, didn't realize that he'd betrayed me, so I left extra money in case he'd just gotten lost in the archives.
Right.
I laugh in
So there's
character.
gonna be a very happy janitor somewhere.
He's not a janitor, it was a guard.
I mean, you think he's going back to go get that money, or do you think it's just going to be there when they get there and open in the morning?
Okay.
Apologies. You stole this from the House of Records?
Yes.
How, DM,
Yes.
how Ceres's brain, he hasn't spent a lot of time in the House of Records, but how well does he think the bookkeeping there goes? Will they know that something's missing?
Absolutely. You don't even have to make a roll. You know that they will know this has gone missing.
Okay. Tavern, you were with the grinding of the precious stones. Do you have any dust left over? Or Steel, can you help me? I need.
Yes, I do. Actually, I think I should. Yeah, I should have a bit left. Yeah.
Would you say?
How much you need?
Um,
How many do you need?
I need about a handful out of game, about 25 gold worth.
Oh yeah, I have that. I should have that. This is what that should be. Yeah, I got that.
I will then just panicking because I feel out of game. There's a low jack on this thing in Halceris's mind, and so
Yep.
thinking like, crap. Okay. So I'm going to grab my holy symbol, some of this dust, say a quick prayer, and then I will blow the dust over the top of the tome, and I'm going to cast non-detection.
Okay. So let's see, non-detection.
For the duration, hide a target that I touch from divination magic.
Okay.
Target can be a willing creature, a place, or an object no larger than 10 feet. Target can't be detected by any divination magic or perceived through any magical scrying sensor.
Okay. So as you complete the incantation for your spell and you blow the dust over the book, you actually, for a very brief second, feel a connection to the book that instantly gets severed upon completing your spell. As if somebody was actively trying to find the book when you cast this.
Do I feel like I cut a stream mid-feed or that I blocked a feed?
I'm going to say give me, and because you're divine magic, I will let you use either religion or arcana.
Okay. Hell yeah, religion.
I stole a nice card, didn't I, guys?
24.
Okay, for the 24, you sense that whoever was doing this was trying to locate it, was trying to pinpoint it, but you get the sense that they may have a general idea within the city where, like within a district possibly, but not pinpointed.
Okay. I know we all enjoy our time here at the Double Barrel, but it might be time to find new lodging, preferably in a different district. I don't want to say it's your fault, bro, but things like this are a matter of public record, and so they are well looked after. So having it on you is kind of like a beacon. I have blocked the connection for now. It will last for the rest of the day, but
So, Halceris, can you cancel magic? Do you have the ability to cancel out magical enchantments?
to some extent, this is mostly to kind of shield from divination.
I'm just wondering if, given some time, we could wipe it clean so we can't be tracked again.
I think it is more so the fact that they are looking for this specific object. They know of it. I mean, if we were to, is it a binder of pages? Is it
So it's a binder that's got some loose parchment in it, a bunch of like you see a bunch of parchment scribbled. It's not like a solid book. It's just more of a binder that's kind of holding together all the documentation that was put together for this murder.
Okay, so we could just putting kind of some things together. The divination is probably on the book itself, but if I were to just take all the pages out, would it still be following the book?
You don't really know.
Okay.
Because you don't know what they were trying to divine. You don't know
Fair
if
enough.
it was the binder, the contents, or all of it as a whole.
Sure. I would say we have a couple of hours. Let us try to glean as much from this as possible within that time, and then throw it to the cogs or something, or leave it for them to find. But
I was going to
at
say,
least
given what you just said, maybe we should make ourselves scarce for a little while. Eat our breakfast, and then maybe we head down to the cogs.
Oh, that seems a little. Are we ready for that? We have it seems a little bit. We have the party tomorrow, do we not?
Is it
Yeah.
tomorrow or 2 days?
So it would be tomorrow night is the ball.
Hmm.
So you got the rest of the today and then all day tomorrow.
That's fair. Okay. Yeah. Let's. Maybe we'll go up to one of the higher districts because we were going to get masks for the masquerade ball, right?
I believe so.
Maybe we can find a lodging up there once we're done.
Do I do and just in like for the rest of the cast, do we know that they were looking for our ship when we came in?
You're not sure.
Okay.
It didn't
I'm
look
not-
like anybody was looking for your ship.
Okay. Because I mean we could just hide out on board our ship in the docks.
Oh yeah, that's true. Yeah, I wouldn't mind the docks.
We have a little place to we could at least look at this. And then it would put us in the right area for us to do some shopping for masks and whatnot.
So you do know that your ship is currently at the docks, which is also located in Upper Central, same place, same district as the archives.
That's free. So, or at least we've already paid for it. Yeah, let's do that. But first, Ro, we got to do something about your face for a bit.
Yeah.
No offense. Not that it's a bad face. Just that it's a one.
Yes, it is.
It's a bad face right now.
It's a bad face before.
Shut
Karen
up,
yells from
Karen.
the corner.
Okay, so the plan is to disguise up Row. Are you going to disguise the rest of you?
I will disguise whoever would like to be disguised, as I still have that kit.
Right.
I have not swapped it out.
Where are we planning to go? Just out and about to get like masks and stuff, or
We're gonna go set up shop back at the boat, and then go look for masks. After we look at Ro's book thing.
Hmm.
Why you got Biscuit's worried.
Biscuit and the wolf
So-
have greeted one another.
Biscuit starts barking and then you all kind of hear what sounds like guards kind of almost jogging through the streets outside.
They just want to pat us on the back for what a good job we did.
That's nice.
Let's get that disguise going on you, Ro.
I will wait outside of the room while he starts on disguises. I think I'd like one too, but I will take watch out front just to make sure
Okay.
any guards come in. I'm aware.
Well, so over the next little while, you get Row and whoever wants to be disguised.
I'd
So
like
go
to
ahead.
return as Hush. So I'll take
Okay.
it.
So go ahead, give me the check for the disguise kit. So intelligence plus your proficiency bonus.
25.
Okay. So 25.
Actually, I'm proficient, so I get a double, or I get to double my proficiency as well. So it's another 3.
Okay, so 28. Okay. All right, so you're able to get everybody who wishes to be disguised. And you all make your way up to Upper Central to your ship. You see guards, especially you see them. A lot of guards are heading down towards Lower Memphis. But with your disguises, you're able to slip right by them without any hint of recognition. And you all make it up to your ship. And as you approach the ship, however, you do see Shalandra kind of looks at you all. Excuse me, that ain't your ship. What are you doing?
Shalandra was there when we made these disguises the last time.
You know what she was.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that's what
it was in her office.
Oh, we have the
So-
same disguises. I guess it's fine.
I'll still
So-
just go.
No.
Well, no, so she
Hush.
says that
I
at
recognize
first,
Hush.
but then as you kind of turn around, she's like, "Oh, I'm so. My apologies. I seem to have been mistaken. I thought you were somebody else. Carry on."
Chandra, has
Yeah.
anyone been looking for us around the docks?
the couple guard patrols came and asked about all the ships we got here docked, but nothing out of the ordinary.
I have an important question for you as well.
Yeah,
Bagels or donuts?
donuts, of course.
I hand her one of the boxes of donuts, whatever's left.
She takes it, looks, closes, she's like, thank you. You all have a pleasant day.
Yeah.
Are you taking off, or are you just kind of hanging out on your ship for a while?
Just hanging out for a bit, doing some work.
Okay, good to know. Thank you. And she goes over to her office, and you see the door to her office closes.
Like that scene from Shawshank where it's the pie, but there's like $100 bills in front of it.
Yep, very much so. And then you all get on board your ship. Your crew is nowhere to be found, as they are all out and about trying to
They're on
enjoy
shore
the
leave.
city.
Yeah.
Yep.
Quickly downstairs to the our captain's quarters.
Okay. Yep. You make it down to your captain's quarters, and you all sit around with this book in front of you, or this binder full of all the information on the murder of Elaine Devereaux. And we're going to get into what that says after we take a short break. As we've had some excitement so far today, Roe attempting to, well, I won't say attempting, you did. You managed to get into the archives, recover the record, and narrowly escaped being captured. We almost had a jailbreak episode. Almost.
Good.
Before we take our break, though, let's see. We just got a quick reminder about our giveaway this evening.
Our giveaway.
Yes. Remember, today we are giving away a mystery dice pack from our friends over at 1985 Games. Ooh. Type exclamation point epic once you see the notice in chat that the raffle is live. You must be a follower to enter, and you must be present in chat for the staff to contact you to win. We will continue to take entries until the end of stream when we pick a winner.
That's right. Stick around. We will be right back in just a few short minutes.
Oh, this is cold. I asked for my blood to be hot, boiling hot. Bring it back. Go fix this, please. It's so hard to get good help these days. Oh, hello there. It's me, Scalathrax, fiend about town and, well, dungeon owner. And when I'm not creating a horde of new problems for adventurers trying to rob my dungeon, I'm looking for a horde of new 5th edition monsters. So let me tell you about Tome of Beasts from Kobold Press. Whether you need dungeon vermin or world-shaking personifications of evil, the Tome of Beasts has it. There are more than 400 new foes for your 5th edition game, everything from tiny drakes and peculiar spiders to demon lords and ancient dragons. Tome of Beasts includes monsters from the entire history of Kobold Press, with longtime favorites such as clockwork creatures, drakes and dragons, devils and archdevils. Check them out, some of my brothers and sisters in there. Dangerous flavors of the Fae, undead, and so much more. Use them in your favorite published setting, or populate dungeons in a world of your own creation. Pick up Tome of Beasts from Kobold Press and give your players an encounter they won't soon forget. Where's my blood?
Hey, thanks for watching the show. It looks like you're having a great time. Let me tell you really quick about That Many's Paint Show. Every Sunday at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 2 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Every show, the host and their guests will be painting miniatures live on stream. They'll walk you through all the different techniques and products they use to paint miniatures to a high standard in a quick and easy fashion. They'll show you all the different things live, and on top of that, the audience gets to ask questions, and we're going to answer them live on stream. If you've always wanted to learn how to paint miniatures, this is a great way to do so. And on top of that, you can paint while you're painting with us too, and chat with us and tell us about your projects and share your pictures of your miniatures as well. We love it when people share their miniatures with us. So remember, That Many's Paint Show, every Sunday, 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 2 p.m. Pacific, only on the Games Tavern Network.
right, and welcome back, everyone. As we all took a quick little break, we're back into the story as our adventurers, realizing that the archive records that Ro had stolen early in the morning may have been used using divine magic to try to find out where that record is currently located. Alceris was able to sever a connection where somebody was trying to find this record, realizing that their location may have been compromised. They disguised themselves, made their way through the city back up to their ship, where they are now currently in their captain's quarters or their meeting room, currently sitting around the table with this archive record sitting in front of them. What are you all doing?
So we can open it now?
Yeah, but before we do that, I just want to say that now that my adrenaline rush is thoroughly crashed, I'm sorry that I did the stupid by myself.
You know, it takes a really big person not to throw this in your face, so you should be really proud of us.
All right, well, if I didn't find
It's
anything
fine.
good, you can just chuck me off the ship, so.
No, it's fine.
Well,
we
seeing
should
as
break
You
us.
off the ship.
speak for yourself, but as someone who previously went off on their lonesome, I can't say anything to you, can I?
Didn't expect you to say it. Wasn't even apologizing to you, really.
Oh, you still suck. All right, cool.
This
Okay,
isn't
man.
healthy energy, Alceris says. That goes on. This isn't healthy.
Okay, I opens it.
Okay, so you open it to a cover sheet that says Elaine Devereaux, murder, 20 Olaroon, 994 YK. Instantly, this date stands out to every single one of you, as that is the day of mourning. The very same day that about 2.5 years ago, you all boarded a ship on this very dock and left out across Corvair and almost got caught within the morning yourselves. Looking through the records, you see that Elaine's body was discovered by Ro's brother. Throat had been slit with a dagger that was left at the scene. It had the crest of House Devereaux, the actual family for which this was done, or which Elaine was the patron. Upon discovering the body, it was too late to bring him back to life. So they brought his body to the host of the pavilion of the host, which, Halceris, you're familiar with that as the central point of all worship for the sovereign host within Corvair, and especially here within the city. Within the pavilion, one of the young priests by the name of Oscar Frizzle had utilized the divine spell of Speak with Dead to speak with the spirit of Elaine. Upon asking the spirit how he was murdered, it matched the scar or the wound on his neck and who it was that murdered him. And the name Natalia Devereaux was given by the spirit. The search for Natalia was conducted by the guard throughout the city, and she was nowhere to be found, suspected to have been aboard a ship that departed earlier that day, not but an hour before the body was discovered. That sums up everything you find in this report.
Well, I'm sure Natalia is just a really popular name, right? Maybe it was a different Natalia Devereaux, right?
Did they just take whatever the spirit said at face value? Like they didn't look into it or try to
Well,
understand it? I don't know how spirits work, but
I'm also curious, DM, as I would know
Yep.
from the host, this sort of thing seems traumatic to do in front of witnesses, especially family. Was this done?
So it was done with 3 members of the family, as well as other clergymen within the host and the captain of the guard.
Multiple witnesses.
Yes.
How did you kill your dad and was, running from the Bormars with us at the same time? Gosh,
Yeah, I feel
They're
like they
pretty
would have known.
you're pretty
that there
skilled.
was- It would have been a pretty slim time frame too, don't you think?
I mean, we
yeah,
were
but
on that
who's gonna
ship.
corroborate that story? Because the Boromars and my family are apparently, best friends.
We killed the only other witness.
Well, sounds like we could try to follow up with the person who did the ceremony thing, but I think we're probably all fairly certain that this wasn't Ro, but most likely one of the shapeshifters, right? I mean, that's the most logical option. Alceres, did you still want to have a convo with that one we met?
I can. I have enough magic to send a sending spell. If that is what we want, try to figure something out there. I'm also curious about this. What is his name? Oscar Frizzle. Frizzle is. Do I know him? Is he a vassal of renown?
So the name you do not recognize the name.
Is because it is also possible spirits are under no obligation to tell truth, but it's possible he was misled, either by shape-shifting or if he did not know, it is entirely possible he suspected.
that's what I'm saying. Like, why do they take it at face value? Is there a way to summon the spirit back and talk to it?
It's not in the host, not in the sovereign host. If you were to speak with the Blood of Vol member, they might be more inclined to do this, but it's more so for utility and not for speaking.
So, Halceres, because you have visited here before, you are aware of the City of the Dead, which is a portion of Sharn that houses a lot of the mausoleums, and it's basically the graveyard of Sharn. It's kind of built into the mountains, but especially a family as well known as the Devereaux would more than likely have an area of this that would be dedicated for their family. And most likely that is where Elaine would be buried. And you actually do find out within this record that he was buried about a week later within the family tomb in the City of the Dead.
Trying to bring that up in a not let's dig up your father tone, trying to be sensitive. If it is, there are multiple avenues that we can explore here, trying to gather information. The other one I'm curious about, though, is your uncle, Ro.
Mm-hmm.
Say he is one who betrayed you, yes?
Yeah.
Was working with the Boromars.
He had to have been, because somebody tipped them off, and he's the only one that knew I was gone, or where I was.
So a lot of moving pieces here.
And he's I mean, he's the person that benefits most.
Did he and your father get along? Was there any cold blood between them?
I mean, he always gave me the ick, but I didn't know anything wrong between them.
Ro, give me a history check.
Roll for ick.
Yeah, sorry, I forgot that I wasn't on Love Island UK. That's a nat 20.
Okay.
Just draining them.
All right. So, you do know that, I mean, without even the roll, you know that your father was the older brother, which usually the older brother is the one that kind of presides over the family. And just kind of thinking back, you know that there was always several disagreements between your father
Mufasa.
and Ulrich. Kind of similar.
Long live the king.
They did not always see eye to eye, but they tried to keep their disagreements as civil as possible.
Okay, Simba.
Does that make Tyrion and Echo Timon and Pumbaa?
Is Halcera Zazu?
I'm to
Yes!
Oh
Yes.
my goodness, guys.
Does that
All right.
mean Ben steals Rafiki?
Doesn't matter.
Fantastic. It's already done. Oh,
All right. So,
Okay, sorry. That's just, it all clicked all at once all of a sudden. Cool. Sorry. Anyway, so I know that they've had like disagreements, that they like
Yeah.
weren't really on the same page.
right.
Um,
But your uncle Ulrich, because knowing that your father was the head of the family,
is a
went along
slimy
with-
bastard. Yeah, they didn't necessarily see eye to eye. But my uncle had no choice but to fall in line. He was the second son.
You know if there was any specific thing they really disagreed on? Maybe that kind of triggered or instigated his reasoning to. I mean, do you think he did this?
Yeah.
Okay, so do you think there's any plausible reason for him to take power that you could use to your advantage to kind of convince whoever you need to convince?
Other than the fact that he's in control of everything. He's the head of the family now. Do I know anything in particular, like, were they arguing about something like military, like something strategy? Like, was there anything specific? I don't know.
Like a
that
turning point.
Yeah, so it was never, thinking back, it was never anything specific. A lot of it had to do with who to ally with during certain time frames, and
like the Boromars.
maybe once or twice. But it was usually more, sometimes it was money, sometimes it was who to ally with, who to support, who not to support, which jobs to take, which jobs to ignore.
Ro, was your father much of a fan of the Boromars himself?
No. At
And
least
yet
not.
now your entire clan is aligned with them.
Yeah. Yeah, they are.
You know
Do you
who
think
we
there's
need to talk
anyone
to?
that? Oh, I was just gonna say, do you know if there's anyone in your family that is really believed in what your father stood for, and so they might be unwillingly or may have unwillingly aligned with the Boromars?
I mean, my mother believed in him, but after what happened with Alistair, I don't know if I can. Look, my brother stabbing me is one thing, but I don't know if I can handle it if my own mom tries to kill me.
I don't think she would.
So
I didn't think my brother would either.
Yeah, but she's your mother.
if I'm following the plan or the basic idea here, if we find a decent connection between your uncle and the Boromars, we could probably make a decent argument that you were framed.
I guess,
Because
but
it's well within the Boromars' powers to frame you. I mean, they just paid us a significant sum of money to steal a rather valuable object. So, I mean, they have the funds.
but who's gonna believe me, the person accused of murdering by the spirit of my murdered father?
Well, I mean, given that we know what we know about the lanterns and shapeshifting in general, I mean, it's not beyond reason that you can
Yeah.
be framed.
Yeah.
So, Ro, something else that kind of you remember as you're having this conversation is that the mission that your uncle had sent you out on, that you got ousted during, he sent you to investigate the changing loyalties of the Boromar clan and how they affected House Thrash. Because your family is not one of the top families of House Thrash, but you guys are blood relatives to the Dragon Marked House. And so that was kind of one of the things that you were sent for, and it got set out that you were working for House Thrash when you were trying to investigate the Boromars, and that's what caused the whole mess. So your family's heavily aligned with it, and the Boromars are kind of always doing stuff against House Thrash.
Could your uncle have turned you in?
What do you mean? Been the one to tell them?
In your yeah, could he have told somebody who you were? Could he have? I don't know what you were doing long ago, but
Well,
could he have
I
broken your cover?
I explained what the actual mission was, like what the DM just said, and my family didn't know anything about it. He told me that better to keep it under wraps for everyone's safety, that it was easier if I just went in, figured it out, came back out with the information.
Okay, so if nobody knew but him, how did it come out who you were?
Well, that's what I'm saying. It had to have been him.
Right. And he said not to tell your dad.
Of course.
Well, would your dad have stopped you from infiltrating the Boromars?
I don't know. I just know that I thought doing this would, I don't know, finding this information, being able to present it to my father would mean that I'd done something.
Well, this seems like a plot to me, honestly.
Yeah.
Scheming,
And
shadow
GM,
works.
Yes.
can I make, because Halceris and Brandon are both puzzling. Halceris would probably have more knowledge in his head, but the Dark Lanterns are about trying to maintain Brellin's power over the crown's power over all of Brellin, making sure it's not
Right.
usurped in any way.
Yeah, the Dark Lanterns are basically the spy network for the king.
Yeah.
Right.
I'm trying to figure out, can I do like an insight check in my own head of like trying to perceive of something, like how would the Dark Lanterns benefit from a power struggle between Thrash House being cut low?
I'm gonna say
She didn't mention the Dark Lanterns, though, right? So this is just you
No.
and your head
Right.
going
Well,
on.
this is knowing
Right.
that there's a shapeshifter possibly involved.
right.
And so
I'm I'm going to say give me a straight wisdom check.
Oh, that's a saving throw. Sorry. Wisdom check. 15.
So with a 15, like you're thinking about it and you can't place any reason why the Dark Lanterns would get involved with something like this. It just doesn't, to you, it doesn't seem like their purview. Like they're not into this sort of, they're usually actually trying to stop stuff like this
Sure.
or just casually observing.
Sure. Is it, I mean, in my travels, have I heard of hiring changelings for changeling assassins?
You've heard stories of just changelings being hired for all sorts of various things. Changelings aren't explicit to the Dark Lanterns.
Fair
There's
enough.
whole communities of changelings. Changelings is just another race like dwarves and elves and halflings and
Fair.
all that. Having the Dark Lanterns recruit a lot of them just makes some of their jobs a lot easier.
True.
But there's stories of the mysterious changeling murderer or whatever.
Okay. Sorry.
No.
The piano man who kills his victims and takes their stories. Billy Joel.
Or, I mean, there's a famous one of a changeling who murdered people and stole their identities, and would actually go around impersonating them for a while until they moved on to the next.
So no one would suspect that they're dead.
Exactly.
Yike.
I mean,
Hey.
there's children's stories about stuff like that. I mean,
Yeah.
that's
what it is.
Alceres,
yeah.
I'm kind of curious on this now. You know more about this spell logic. Does the transcription say exactly what they asked, the exact questions they asked, and the exact answers, or just a summary of whatever they saw?
so
I looked
looking
back
at it,
into
it shows the exact verbatim questions.
And what
Are the
were
questions vague in a way, or are they like very
Well, that's-
specific?
Can you repeat those questions to
So
us just to make
they
sure
were
we
very
got them?
pointed. Did you see who killed you? The response was yes. How were you killed? The knife to my throat. Who wielded the knife that killed you? Natalia Devereaux.
But that
No.
one
That question has.
That one could be like it was her knife was used and she wields it, but she might have not actually done the deed.
What wording again for that question, just so I have it in my notes?
Who wielded the knife when you died?
You said that killed you.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, no, yeah, you're right. I did. Yep. I don't have this one written down.
No worries.
Yeah, who is the knife that killed you? That's
Who
just her
wielded
knife
the knife
to.
that killed you?
Yeah, it's just her knife
Could
to
have been
wield.
it could have been Rose's knife, but it wasn't her who I mean, obviously it wasn't you who did it. Like
Right. Yeah, they
Bro
could have
was
asked
on
who
the-
was the last person you
did
saw
you have a
before
knife
you
with
died.
you when you came
Bro.
came with us?
Bro was literally on the ship with us. Fighting.
Not my family.
died.
The dagger with my family crest on it. I thought they'd give me away pretty fast.
Who did you give it to before you left, or did you put it away safely?
It was in my room at home.
Okay. That, it's one of those. It could have been a very obvious issue if you had handed it to your uncle on your way out, but if he would
Safe
also
for
know
me.
where to get it. Yeah. Hold on to this for me. And by the way, it's now.
Fishy.
But, Ro, we believe that this is clearly something up. Does it say who the witnesses were in the Devereaux family that were there?
So it
Brother.
so it lists Alistair Devereaux, Narissa Devereaux, and Ulrich Devereaux.
Ro,
And next to the
can you-
names, Next to the names, next to Narissa, it says wife. Next to Ulrich, it says brother. And then next to Alistair, it says son.
The other one, I will, as we're discussing, I'll let them know about. I do not believe that the Dark Lanterns might be involved. It doesn't seem. I see no benefit for them to gain from this, and if there's one thing I think I know about them, they will not move without their benefit. But we might be overlooking something a little more simple. A simple disguise self-charm.
Yeah, or maybe a changeling infiltrated. Did anyone, any of your uncle, your mother, your brother, acted any differently? Changed, I don't know, mannerisms?
Not that I remember.
To your recollection, Ro, they were all exactly the same when you had left that day.
Yeah.
I'm talking about leading up to that. They noticed anything out of place? Well,
we're also not probably we may also be overlooking the fact that the exact record might be
Altered?
adjusted in some way. Your mother may have been there, but your uncle was there too. So I don't know. I would hate to say that a fellow man of the cloth with you, Aceris, but may have been bribed to make it look better or change something, but
It is possible, but if the question was asked, the spirit will respond to its knowledge. I do not know this Frizzle, but it is entirely possible, but I am not convinced how, unless he was not a vassal at all. I believe we have some options of either reaching out to Tina. It is possible, while not involved, the Dark Lanterns might offer some insight into what is happening. Well, not being directly involved, I believe they have their ear to the ground on everything. There's also if you are okay with it, Ro, we could ask your father directly.
I don't know that we have much of a choice.
at some point, I also think we need to maybe have a conversation or two with your mother.
I think that's
think
what
if
we're
we-
gonna
If
do
we
at the ball,
collect,
but
if we collect enough evidence or grounds to defend you, then you can present it to your mother and your other family members, and they can side with you. But I think it's a matter of, like how Sarah said, gathering more information first.
Yeah.
you also, we were talking about who stands to gain. The Boromars clearly got a foothold in a major family from this. So we're forgetting the shakedown part of this that we could always try.
I don't know. We have it in
Maybe
with
we
Satan.
could-
I mean, Sadine.
Yeah. And maybe he's willing to part with some information. Maybe we can help him with that. Ease the transition of some information.
I don't think he'll give it up freely. I think he'll want us to give show that we've done some work first before he shares any information.
I mean, I'm happy to show him my work if that's what you want. Me and Biscuit can go say hi to him for a little bit and see what happens.
Let's not go our separate ways just yet.
Oh, I didn't mean separately. I just meant that once we get him alone, Biscuit can get him to talk.
I respect the bravado, but this man has survived many attempts on his life. I believe, not that he might not be a great fighter, but I believe he is a slippery son bitch.
And
So-
not to undermine Biscuit's abilities, of course.
Of course
No,
not.
of course not.
Or you, Wolfie. I imagine he's just like in the doorway.
So he wouldn't have been able to come down into the ship. He's
Fair.
probably up on the deck.
Yep. Big old horse.
Oh yeah,
sized
Wolf.
dog.
No, yeah. Wolf and Biscuit are playing on the upper decks. We can just.
You can hear them just every once in a while roll. Ship kind of
So
a little bit.
I guess what are we thinking going forward? I mean, we require some more disguises, some masks for this ball. Is possible if some of you would like to go and check this out. I would not mind an opportunity to pore over these notes a little bit more. Steele, you said that the Wolfie is going to be here for the day. Is he?
Yeah.
He will just disappear at a certain time.
Dawn tomorrow.
It is
just
possible
here?
then, by the time.
I was
my
gonna say
thought is.
if we get him some HP, he's kind of hurting.
Oh, I'm sorry. We can't, of course, but I am curious that if he were to take this book after we have pored over it for another few hours, could he just run with it to some point in the city? Just leave it somewhere? Because destroying it seems like it might be bad to do, destroying evidence, but if they find it again far away from us, then I think might be better.
Yeah, I can tell him to take it back where we fought the Mephits. That's probably the safest option for him.
Sure. But so I can contact Tina, see if there is anything that the lanterns might know. I also would not mind some extra time to pore over these notes, if anyone is opposed.
No, and perhaps we can. Well, I wouldn't want to go to the Temple of the Sovereign without you, though. I know it's one of our things. Perhaps we'll go get some masks, and we can all go together to the temple.
Sure. This seems fine.
Okay.
Or I could go to the temple if, bro, if you would like to rest for a while while I pour over these, and then you and I could go to the temple district.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, that's fine.
I have a side note for Ro, and I hand her the platinum pieces. That's about 1,000 gold. I thought maybe you want to go back and throw it in the jerk's face that we were going to buy some clothes from somebody, but not him.
That sounds nice.
I mean, when you're feeling up to it, obviously, flaunt a little bit.
Yeah, no, I would rather punch him in his stupid jerk face right now, so maybe in a bit.
And maybe get some shift weave.
Glamour weave.
Yeah.
Our own Pretty Woman moment.
It's like miscongeniality, more like.
That's exactly right. Oh, Hal Cyrus is Michael Caine. Dope.
All right. So what are you all doing?
Who wants to get masks?
Okay.
No, who? I'm asking you guys.
Oh,
Sure,
Sarah,
let's go
coming-
get some masks. Yeah, let's go.
I mean, something a little less scary than the one you got.
Yeah.
It's kind of
Fine.
creepy for a ball. You mean just saying.
Is
Do
Alcera
that.
staying in the ship?
Yes, to look
Okay.
over these notes.
And Ro, are you staying as well?
I think so, but yeah, I think maybe just like a sit and stare at the wall kind of moment.
okay.
Okay, I will go get masks. Do
Okay.
either of you need anything?
Look at Echo with the horror in my realization that I am leaving these three to pick a mask that I will wear for a fancy party.
Do you have any preferences, Your Majesty?
Yeah, you don't trust me? You
Your
don't trust
Grace.
me to
Your
pick you something?
Grace. What is your
Boss.
normal attire when you attend these masquerades?
The
These
thought that
elegant balls.
I can telepathically communicate with this ship, and I could tell it to just go upside down right now.
Do it. Do it.
No, so you would actually have to go make contact with the wheel to do that.
Yeah, not so telepathic now, are you?
Yeah, you can't do. Yeah.
We're like telepathetic.
Oh my gosh.
Roasted.
Wow, I think you guys have more conflict with each other than you do with anything else going on around you.
Conflict.
I'm just
Conflict.
trying to be a
Where'd you
nice
get that
person.
idea?
So-
Whatever you deem is fine.
We beat him down.
Yes. Yes, Your Majesty will.
See, but you clearly are uncomfortable with what we would deem, so that's why I'm asking you for a preference.
This is, I think, good growing moment. I will trust you all. Not look at Ro and say it is important to have trust in your companions. Didn't look at you. Didn't look. Just said a thing.
I did.
There's
I
something.
I 100%
okay,
looked at Ro
no. Let's.
when he
Here,
said it.
you know what? Let's get it off our chests.
Okay.
No.
Ro, you need some rest.
No,
Tyrion?
I want to hear it. I want to hear it.
Your
What
Grace, she
kind of
wants,
mask
she wants
do you
to hear it.
prefer? Do you already have one?
What's with the tone, Echo?
No tone, just asking you a simple question.
We want to go
Still a
shopping. That's all.
tone. Still a tone.
It's just my voice.
Why don't you go
Not
take a
your
nap?
voice.
It's just her voice, Ro.
Ro.
That's a tone.
Nap time. Go.
That's definitely a tone.
Ro, give me another Constitution saving throw, please.
Ro just drops.
11.
You just a wave of exhaustion hits you
Yeah.
as
there
you
it
suffer
is.
1 point of exhaustion.
It does
Hey.
the thing that it happens to me in real life when I'm that tired, where like
Yeah.
she gets like a little teary.
Like
There
you,
it is.
so your blood's been pumping with adrenaline this whole time, just
I'm not
everything
tired,
going
you're
on,
tired.
and it just hits you like a wave, and you just all of a sudden slump.
I
I
agree.
really want
I
to
just-
take a nap.
I just grab her and
go
just
lay
walk over.
down.
Just hands on her shoulders. Just let's go. Come on. And walk
We'll
over.
come back
Walk
with a
over
fancy
to
mask. It'll
Yeah.
make you happy. Just take your nap, okay?
What kind of mask do you want? You want a
Everything's-
wolf mask?
Everything sucks here.
Yes, everything does suck. It's a horrible place.
Yeah, Tyrion has a good point. What kind of animal mask do you want?
What kind of mask do you
Something
want?
mean.
Something mean. All right, I think we could do that.
Wolf sounds nice.
Yeah, okay.
I took Ro in. It's all right. There you go. Let's just take your little nap.
Like there's like
We'll be back.
tears, just like little tears.
Yeah,
Oh, it's okay. It'll be fine.
just the weight of everything going on right now, Ro, with your life is just really weighing on you. But you fall asleep quickly.
yeah.
It's just like over my head, like in a ball.
Just
Out
tuck
of
her in,
character, I'm like,
just a
oh,
tap on her
this poor
shoulder.
thing. In character, I'm like,
Yeah, no, that sounds about right.
We've
Good.
finally done it. We've broken Echo. Yes, we're getting there.
The,
We've
the
done it.
one character that has been completely 100% honest with everybody else in the party.
Yeah.
Completely
So
100%.
honest.
Yep, exactly.
ask me.
Ass
Honesty is
hat.
the best policy.
Mm-hmm.
That's
Right.
a lying
So-
liar.
Ro is out cold,
Yep.
sleeping at 1 in the afternoon. What are the
Normal
rest of
day.
you doing?
We
We're
leave.
going-
We
yeah,
dip.
we're
Yeah.
shopping.
Oh
I'm
my
gonna-
god.
What?
Out of character tone.
We GTFO.
Okay,
Peace, bitches. Fuck.
so you guys.
I leave both the dogs keeping watch over House Harris and the ship
Okay,
and the sleeping row.
so you guys do know, because you looked at it before, that one of the best places to go to get masks for something like this is going to be Upper Memphis, because that's where most of the entertainment and fashion place is. So it's a great place to go get masks. Not overly expensive. I'm going to say you all can actually get a decent mask at about 5 silver a piece.
As
What
soon
about
as
a
we
really,
leave
really
the,
nice mask?
as soon as we leave the ship, I'm like, tone. I'll use any darn tone I want. Who's she to call me out on it?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. Mhm. You use your tones.
What? Dad's not gonna. What?
I'm getting
Sad.
there. She needs to vent. Echo, it's
Mhm,
fine.
yeah.
You can vent. Just also remember that Rose had a rough night.
I know, that's why I'm upset.
She's grumpy, and sometimes we've all had rough nights and gotten grumpy and snapped at somebody when we shouldn't have. It's fine. Just relax. Let's go buy something fancy.
Come on.
Hey, you've got lots of money to spend.
Yeah, I get
You
it.
do. Truth be told.
All right. So the masks that you do find range anywhere from 5 silver up to 3 gold.
Ooh.
They have glamour
Okay.
weave masks.
So the glamour weave masks, they do have some. However, those run about 120 a piece.
120 silver, right?
No.
I have my own glamour weave mask. Thank you very much.
What do the glamour weave masks do exactly? Like what kind of effect?
So let me pull up glamour weave real quick.
It's like Cadmus Everdeen dress, right?
Yes.
You do
Yeah,
stuff
very
like
similar
that.
to that. Yeah. You can make it can make very minor illusionary effects on it.
How do you do it? Do you have to just like shake your head? Like,
No,
how's it
you just
work?
with a thought. You just do it with a
Katniss is
thought.
to twirls. It's like
Like you can make it to where it almost looks like water moving across it, or flames kind of coming off of it, or various
be
things
best-
like that.
Might be best to not have super ostentatious masks in the. Well, I'm not there, so
Yeah.
you do your thing.
is that a House Eris directive?
Nope. But yeah, I trusted you. How's this? Just quiet, looking at books.
Mm.
House Eris didn't make any recommendations, correct?
Correct.
So
He didn't say anything. Maybe we should get him something super fancy because
Well, yeah, I was thinking something really fancy, but I was
Yeah.
thinking if I'm thinking like House Eris and I'm thinking like an animal like thing, I'm thinking
owl.
maybe an
Bear.
owl. Yeah, exactly. I thought
Yes!
an owl.
Yeah. Hey, and just real quick, welcome to our Raiders from 1 Inch Heroes. Welcome, guys.
Hello.
So right now, Ro, having had a very long and exhausting day, has passed out, but the rest, House Eris is doing some studying while the rest are looking for fancy masks for a ball that they're supposed to be attending the next day.
Masquerade.
I'm thinking white owl sort of thing with
Something
like
that makes
gold
when you
trim.
see just the mask, it makes you want to bow.
I agree.
And you can go. No.
Hey. So just to give you a quick explanation here of the glamour weave, right? So it does give a couple of examples here. You can make, like I said, very small illusionary things like the illusionary flames coming off of it, or like a glamour weave hat might be able to have like little butterflies, illusionary butterflies flitting around it, stuff like
Yeah.
that.
Butterflies, you say?
That is an example that is given in
You
the
can
item
be a
description.
butterfly.
Way cooler than the mask you got, bud. Way cooler and more on brand.
Is
More
it
on
gonna
brand.
flap?
Well, no. So like it could have one big butterfly that just kind of does this. It could have a bunch of just little ones just flying
Just
around it.
constantly going
Yeah.
around your face.
You have-
I
you
thought it
have
was gonna be
butterfly
like
halo.
the wings constantly flap.
I mean, you could.
That'd be really weird to have, you know, the butterfly with like the eyes in the center and the wings are your face.
Oh, that'd be so
I mean,
creepy.
yeah, actually, if you got a glamour we've met, you could probably do that to where it looked like a moth or a butterfly with the wings just slowly. Or
I can
even like
see
you were
that.
saying, the owl, you could have the wings on it, like going like that.
I think that would be too much for Alceris. I believe that he likes a certain amount of regal fanciness.
Possible to get a regal
But-
owl? Like just a
Something-
hint of the owl.
White, like kind of owlish mask with
With like
some
feathers.
gold, little feathers and a little bit of gold trim somewhere. You know.
Mm. I
That's
wish
what
there was
we're
an
looking for
arts and
there.
crafts station for us to just decorate these ourselves.
But I'm not that talented. I mean, I could.
Well, so
Do
a-
it.
as you're in one of the shops,
We can
looking
help.
you're in one of the shops, Echo, looking at these, and the proprietor's like, well, you see, so with this glamour weave, you can decide the design yourself. You simply put it on and use your imagination, and it will come to life. Here, try one.
What's the base price?
This one, will start out at 130 gold.
Take it and run.
Mm. Just go.
We need a fancy looking owl. We need a fancy yet scary wolf.
Okay, owl, wolf,
Butterfly.
a butterfly.
No, nah.
No.
Oh come on! Come on!
You know you want to.
All right, so these custom masks it might take me a little while to put together.
Can you have them done by
Well,
tomorrow?
By tomorrow, maybe if you threw in maybe an extra 3 gold, I could probably get it done by tomorrow morning.
Okay, we can do that.
Okay.
I just want a plain white mask with no features except the eyes cut out, with just a butterfly, engraved on the right side.
So you want
The
a
face.
plain mask that's not plain. Got it.
Well, yeah, I guess if you want to describe it as that, it's just
Do you even want
A
glimmer weave done?
no. I don't. I never asked for that. No, we can.
Oh.
Olana, do you want glamour weave? If we can have.
She just shrugs her shoulders like, no.
Olana gets one that looks like a cocoon.
She's a
Has
caterpillar.
Chrysalis.
Caterpillar.
Yeah.
But, so if none of you all are going for a glamour weave mask,
I'm not.
um,
I don't.
so
It's,
like I said, each mask will run anywhere from 5 silver up to 3 gold, depending on how good of quality you want it to be. And
We'll go for max quality on all of them.
okay,
And Echo, what about you? I'm thinking maybe get a really cool, like, bronze dragonborn mask.
Yeah,
dragon.
something with that has scales, and I just like look at the deer scales
so-
on.
so she goes, I actually already have one of those ready to go. And he goes over, pulls out from a cabinet, he pulls out one that's black dragon scales.
that looks like a friend of mine.
I'll make it look better. I'll wear
Don't worry,
it
I've
better.
got plenty of bronze paint. We can make it work.
Okay, and you're able to get masks for everyone. And with the rush job, he tells you to come back in the morning, and the whole thing, because you're getting so many of them, he actually is going to give you one of them for free. So he says the whole thing will only run you 15 gold pieces for all 5.
I'm not gonna get a mask.
Okay, so then he cuts it down to 12.
And what are you gonna wear?
Fantastic. Well, I had a thought on that, and we need to stop at a jewelry smith's or somebody that has thin brass stock.
That's probably for the best. I thought you were gonna wear cafe as a mask.
I thought you were gonna paint
With the wings over your face. Just
something.
be like, ah.
I just really put a coffee pot over my head.
I thought you were just gonna paint something.
Okay, so that's actually fairly easy enough for you to find here as well. There's some jewelers some of them are willing to part with some of their base stock that they use to create the jewelry.
Okay,
And the jewelry
just
you're
gonna-
going to need for this was going to run you, we're just going to say 8 silver.
And when we get back, I'm going to do some tinkering, and I would like to make a like a like a wool or a dog's head mask, basically, but all made out of like brass and copper and little cog wheels, like a very steampunky looking
Okay.
dog's head, but kind of squared off.
Okay.
Can I buy 30 gold pieces worth of gemstones?
Yeah. You're able to pick that up. And the guy that you're getting it from, he looks at you, so you need just the gems, or do you just need the dust?
Oh, he can sell it by the dust will be fine.
Because I've got gemstone dust. I mean,
Yeah,
magicians come by all the time needing it.
Yeah, the dust will be a lot.
I'll
better.
also pick up about 20 gold worth of supplies for other spells and stuff.
Okay, yeah, that's all easy enough to get. Okay, meanwhile, while you are all out doing your shopping for your masks and various components, Halceris, you're sitting there poring over this tome of stuff for this investigation that was conducted into the murder of Elaine Devereaux.
Yep, I'm trying to like space it out over the table so I can look at it, and then I'm just trying to find any open ends that I can see. So I will channel divinity, give myself proficiency in investigation, and then cast enhance ability on myself.
Okay.
To give me the Fox's Cunning.
Okay.
So I have advantage and proficiency in investigation. And I'm looking at everything almost like Sherlock style, where I'm just like, if I need to, I'm putting it on the wall, trying to make a timeline, connecting string. But I'm just trying to see if there's any holes in the case, because it seems like a perfect fit, but in that way,
right, there's
normally something missing or something. It fits too well together.
Right. So go ahead, give me investigation.
Okay. So I have +3 proficiency. So advantage +3 for my proficiency, so 24.
Okay, so the 24. You looking through it, and everything that you're seeing seems to be in order. Nothing is jumping out at you as being out of place. Everything, the procedures that were done, all seem to just fit right in line with what you would think to be any other kind of investigation on this. A couple of things that you do notice is the captain of the guard who was present during the spirit's interrogation was a Captain Reginald Rosemond. And the head priest, who was also one of the witnesses there, was Vic, V-I-C. And you actually know him as he's basically the leader of the pavilion. You've actually met him several times when you came through here as part of your training and stuff. He's actually been the lead cleric over the pavilion of the host for probably going on 20 years now.
And I know, how well do I know his character? Is he very well renowned? He
seems to be very well renowned. Out of everybody you have ever met, he seems to have the strongest connection to the sovereign. He seems to be very upright, standing individual, man of the cloth.
Do I know, so I'm doing through this, and then as I'm thinking, do I know that he would be someone who, basically, if I were to have him cast a Zone of Truth on somebody and confess to not doing this crime, and it comes out as true, would he give that the benefit of a doubt?
So I mean, you know, when somebody casts Zone of Truth, that they know who succeeded and who failed within that.
Yep.
And so like he is very in touch with the spirit world and all that, and there is notes in there where he's saying that what the spirit was saying, he believed that the spirit believed that as well.
Yep. But my question is, do I think that, say, hypothetically, if I were to have Ro speak to this gentleman and she, in a Zone of Truth, were to say she didn't do it?
Oh, I got you. Okay. So he would know with that, the manner of the spell himself, if she failed the save, he would know that. So therefore, if she said she did not do it, he would know that to be truth. And you do know that, especially with that spell, that they can't, like, if you can actually choose to fail it, you know that.
Yep.
So you can choose just to force it to take sway over you.
This is all, I'm mulling this over. So after about an hour of just kind of pouring through this, because that's how long enhance ability lasts.
Yep.
So at the end of it, I will go to Ro, who's asleep, and just wake her up slightly. Say, do you wish to stay resting, or would you like to accompany me to the pavilion?
I'll come with you.
Are you feeling all right?
Just tired.
Okay. One moment. Just close your eyes for a moment. I'm going to take 10 minutes, let you get a little more rest, and I will ritually cast Gift of Luck.
Okay.
So if you're too tired to do anything, hopefully luck will be on your side.
Sounds good.
Okay. And the two of you are proceeding to the pavilion of the host?
I think so. As we go, I say, do you think it is worth reaching out to Tina?
So
Tina
you
was our-
you remember, so Tina was one of the members of the Dark Lanterns who, when you first met her,
I remember Tina.
looked like Lyra.
Yeah.
But you all, through conversation, discovered that she also uses a different persona called Tina.
Got it. I remember now.
Yep.
Maybe like if she knows the shifter that did it, if it was a shifter, or I'm sorry, a changeling. Sorry.
It's also possible. Perhaps maybe we will wait until the evening till we turn in. Then I can confer with the others if there's. I'm not sure. They wouldn't have anything to gain. I am sorry. This is a very trying time for you. This is a lot of shit.
Yeah. I guess I should probably figure out who my my real father is.
I may be able to help.
So this is something that you didn't know of.
Sure.
Alistair, this is your first time hearing that Rose's father might not be her real father.
I'm sorry, is not your father passed away?
Apparently there's some information that, I don't know, emerged after I was accused that he's not my real father.
And do you believe this?
I don't know, but it's worth checking out.
I might be able to help. It's possible it is a similar trick that I helped Echo with when we located her father. I cannot guarantee anything. Perhaps in the morning I might be able to. I offer no promise, though.
I have no expectation here.
I'll do what I can.
On our return trip to the boat, I'm going to look at Echo and I'm going to say, hey, so can you point me to the shop that Ro bought my suit at?
I point to the shop.
Okay.
Lord.
And so Ro wanted that, like a glamour weave, like vest, right?
Mhm.
Yep.
Okay.
I know my notes.
Like,
It's
Do-
it's
do I-
located in Upper Memphis. It's called Devandi Fine
Devandi.
Tailoring. Yep. Devandi Fine
Derek
Tailoring.
Devandi, that's his name.
Little bitch.
So can you point out what was the where do you what was the where's the vest that she was looking at?
Do I see it?
Yeah,
in
so
the-
you see it still hanging up on the wall. And the let's see, let me double check. Yeah, you see the small little gnome saying, I see some of y'all are back again, and I don't recognize you, good sir.
It's not important. Just we're just browsing, window shopping.
I
We'll get out of your
see.
hair. And I leave.
Okay.
What?
He just
I'm gonna go around the corner, and I'm gonna
Okay.
cast invisibility.
okay.
You're gonna shop.
I would like to. I'm gonna walk back into the shop, and I'm gonna grab the glamour weave, and I'm gonna run out.
So go ahead, give me a stealth check with advantage.
What? Are you Ro?
Hold on, just to be a dick. Are you wearing armor right now?
Huh? Oh yeah, it'd be just be a normal roll.
Okay, so it's a straight roll. Okay.
That's fine. That's fine. So hold on, I gotta pull up my. That's a 17.
Did you tell us you were gonna do this beforehand?
No.
Because I would have distracted him for you.
So all right.
Karen definitely would have distracted it.
So you come outside, cast invisibility on yourself, and you go back in. And you wait for the perfect moment as he turns around, because there's a big ball coming up tomorrow. There's a bunch of customers in here all trying to buy nice gowns and stuff. And you take a moment when his head is turned, you grab the vest and run.
Okay, as soon as I get into the nearest alleyway, I'm gonna put it in the bag of holding.
Okay. You have just stolen the glamour weave vest from Devandi.
Well, as soon as
Fine
he
tailoring.
leaves, there's no reason for us to be there. So
Yeah.
we
So you guys come out, like you turn around and you look and you see how Steele's gone. So you go outside and look for him. Just as you feel something go by you and you look and you see the vest just kind of and
Rammed
scoot
into a
around the
pocket.
alleyway.
I'm gonna like
And
look
then I'm
at her and
gonna-
be like, I think that's us.
I'm-
and, like,
I'm just
pull
gonna-
towards-
Walk out of the alleyway. I'm gonna drop the spell and just casually walk out of the alleyway.
Okay.
Very subtly while walking out the store and seeing Steele walk out the alleyway, just flash a thumbs up.
Are you living up to your name?
Hey. No. We'll discuss
I don't
this
know what-
later. and shit.
I don't. We're going back to the boat, right? Let's go.
Mm-hmm.
I turn around and I say, "Hey, guy, you suck." And I make an obscene gesture and I walk away.
Oh my god, why are you drawing more attention to us?
You suck. You suck. Get out of here. Don't come
Yeah.
back.
Yeah.
Just like a guy from Rodeo Drive, like, "You suck, no, what the hell?"
What did I do?
And we would like to now return to the boat.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay. So Halceris and Ro, were you all leaving to go to the pavilion of the host?
Without us?
Wow.
Well, we were there for at least Thanks.
So we just had a $10 donation to give Ro inspiration. So
Yay.
thank you for that. Ro is definitely going to need it because next week when we come back, we're going to get into what's discovered at the Pavilion of the Host and to see if there's any ramifications from stealing garments from a shop.
Also,
Probably not.
really quick though,
Yes.
I think Halceris and I were, we were there for a good like hour and a half, almost 2. Yeah.
Yep.
Cool,
No,
cool,
I am
cool.
So
aware.
short rest.
I will say short rest. Yes.
We know you were planning to go to the pavilion.
No.
I thought I said it.
Did
We didn't know you, were
You
going to
said
go
it like as an
us.
option, but you didn't say you were going to do it.
yeah.
I thought I said it specifically that after I looked at the notes I would go. But
I thought we
we
meant that
have
we were all gonna
VOD
go
for
to-
that.
Yeah, I thought we were gonna
Yes.
go together. Was
We
there
all,
a
we all
note?
misunderstood how
Was there
Sarah's,
a
which is
note
fine.
left this time.
So we will all be
Look at-
watching the VOD again just to make sure we got our timeline
No,
straight.
It's
I think I
empty
know.
again. No notes.
I think I know what happened was that you were all
Oh,
so
God.
laughing at
I was
your
gone.
telepathetic joke, and you didn't hear Alceris.
Oh,
So
Yeah.
Sorry.
Hashtag telepathetic.
Could have been seen.
Yeah, so
I
this
was
is
busy trying to get the kids to take a nap. Okay.
Mm.
Okay.
The kid.
Yeah, you had like a full like I was about to have a meltdown.
So
And then you just dipped with her.
yeah. No, this evening's been a lot of fun as Ro was able to, through some shenanigans, break into the archives, steal a record with not even a second thought. And luckily, Hal Saris was on his toes, thinking that somebody might be trying to divine where this is located.
There's some shade being thrown right now.
No shade.
No shade at all.
shade.
No shade. I
And
mean, you
Hal Saris-
successfully accomplished your mission.
No
Did
shade,
Halceris
only
give the
charm.
document to Wolfie?
I
At
think
the-
we still have a couple more hours. It's 8 hours, so it could go by the end of the day. But
Yep.
Yeah, that's fine. I didn't know when you wanted to give it to him.
Yep. So when we pick up next week, it'll be Halceris and Ro leaving the ship, just as the rest of the group is returning. So I'm going to say that the amount of time you took pouring over before you even woke up, Ro, was sufficient enough for them to have done shopping and all that too. So you basically coming up onto the deck as they're walking back onto the deck as well. Before
Going
we
somewhere.
yeah. So before we finish hanging it up for the evening, however, why don't we go ahead and talk about what we got coming up next here at the Games Tavern?
Yeah, tomorrow Whiskey Massacre and Destruction will actually be taking off this week, but will return next week on the 9th of June as they continue their adventure in the town of Daggerford during the Wizard Festival.
Wizard.
Wizard.
And if you like this show or any of the other wonderful shows here, don't forget to subscribe to the Games Tavern YouTube. You can go over there right now. Subscribing is free. You won't miss any of our wonderful action here, and you get access to all of our previous shows and wonderful content from all of our other stuff, like our Saturday short shots and all sorts of wonderful things where you'll see some of these wonderful people. And leave a like, positive comment, whatever you can to help us get some more people into the tavern.
The winner of the mystery dice set from 1985 games is Bacchus. Bacchous. Bacchus. Congratulations. The Tech Goblins will reach out to you on Twitch to get the information to send you your awesome, mysterious prize.
Congratulations. Those dice are awesome.
Speaking of dice and being awesome, be sure to visit 1985games.com and check out their mystery dice packs and other great tools for your games. And if you use a special show code, our special show code, words, Dirty Deeds 1985, no spaces, you can get a 10% discount on your purchases.
10%?
10%.
10%.
10%.
Yeah.
And a humongous thank you to Shard Tabletop for sponsoring the show and for keeping me alive. Go to the link in chat to check it out yourself and use code TGT Shard 20. Again, that is TGT Shard 20 to get your 20% discount on your DM Pro and other subscriptions.
And that was 20%.
20%.
20%.
20%.
Yeah. And you all,
Percent.
and you all did get to see a little bit of Shard today with some of the dice rolls and stuff you saw on screen. But it's been a pleasure having y'all. Look forward to what we got going on with these shenanigans next week. Stay dirty, everyone.
Bye.